nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur, or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to 420.
Rosta.
Huh.
Rosta.
What's he doing? That's odd.
Booster.
I'm sure I can fix it. I think.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Mud Zone.
Spooky.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Was that a party or?
Ho, ho, ho.
The world is flat. I'm here to ring the alarm with my puppet like charm, straight from the barn. I'm talking about Flat Earth Farms, cause most don't know. They think we live on the globe, a ball that floats. So listen and take notes, and take it to a higher plane. Imagine yourself in all it contains, in all its glory and flair. Flat Earth Farms can take you there. Open your mind outside the box. No more staring at NASA's Photoshop. No more moon landings, no line to ya. No more people standing backwards in Australia. Just facts and pure truth. Planning straight to the roots. Flat Earth Farms help you understand. A magical place on a wondrous land.
The world is flat, and that's a fact. Tell your friends next time you chat. Let them know a ball ain't that. Let's stay playing with the baseball bat. Cause we coming at the barn, a higher place, the Flat Earth Farm.
This could be it, Harry. Pass the word along. Tell the men it's time to shoot the moon.
Shoot the moon!
No, idiot. Not out there on the microphone. On the microphone.
Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon.
What are we gonna do tonight, Singe Man?
The same thing we do every night, Boston Ray. Try to take over the world.
Please, don't forget to tip your waitress.
The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Serve, bow wow run. He's my mighty puppy. Serve, bow wow run. He's my mighty puppy. Serve, bow wow run. He's my mighty puppy. Serve, bow wow. Mud. You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
I like playing with fire, man. We'll let the world burn. Through the eyes of the rebel, the terrible, the turbulent treble, the words of the devil, they ain't shit, the world is a pebble. God isn't coming, it's all lies, heaven's a myth, kid. I'll wipe you off the earth like you never existed. Gifted, lifted, minding his own dog. I can scare your whole clique off with a phone call. I got my own words, accent, my own draw. I got bulletproof lungs and some chrome drawers. I got a pill full of heaven and hell. Masculine dreams, I'm high, but you never can tell. I got friends doing time locked in federal jail. And a million predators who all set up with fail. I don't spot beef, I stash burners under the car seat. Fuck swimming with them, I gotta wipe my chin from the shock meat. I'm gassed up from white women and dock freaks, and I don't need no motherfucking engine to stop me, nah. Come on, make it burn. Come on, make it burn. Come from kicks, kill you with a drum, little bitch. 1, 2 spit, something I can gun you with. Once you bit by a zombie that's too quick, my cannon is loose. Unorthodox, Confucius, spark the flip. Oh, we gon' start some shit. Amadeus, I beg your pardon, bitch. Yeah, this be the hardest spit. Chemical imbalance, terrible with talent, no one dark as this. Coffins and graves, big slaying, the boss of brigade. So often we blaze, never getting armed to behave. No control, overdose, hold the smoke, blow and choke. I can hear him calling, I ain't falling for the okie doke. To the death of him, setting fire to Bethlehem. Full of testosterone, surrounded by the estrogen. Get your next again, circumcise him like some extra skin. I'll burn this motherfucker down before I'm exiting. Come on, make it burn. Come on, make it burn. Like the fire that inspires the desire inside the tires underneath the NASCAR driver before a crash. Due to these fraud liars, now I keep my guard higher than God's choir. My bars fryer, proper, sharper than barbed wire on a chain link. Fence, I'm trying to make sense of what my brain thinks, but I panic all frantic cause I'm manic hard as granite. Granted, I've been through a lot, damn it, so how could I not plan it to be on top of the planet one way or another? Someday you'll understand it, but for now, it's just me. Trust me, nobody can touch me. These clowns animated like crust, like come on, make it burn. Come on, make it burn.
We're live.
Yo. Uh-oh. Hey.
Yeah, hold on. I can hear you.
We're all, hey, hold on a second. You went live? I thought we were still on the phone talking.
Yeah,
believe that.
yeah.
Hail Warriors! Like that.
Yeah.
Hail Warriors, what you gonna do about it? This is Sparta, and material items mean nothing.
No.
Because they can be gone like that.
I own nothing.
You own nothing, and you're dang happy. Yay!
I'm dang happy. And I live in an
Angela
RV.
Baby
I have my
Carson.
stuffed dog. Yeah.
Hi.
What's up? Let's give a shout out. All right, Singe, you give the shout out. There you go. I'll put the names
Angela
up.
Baby Carson. Sean Osborne. Mr. Super Sidewinder. What else we got?
Mojo.
Mojo. Shop.
yeah.
We got
Here's a good one. Twice. I see Mark Yeager down.
Random Fan is in the
No,
house.
Sean Osborne's actually here tonight. Wow.
Mr. Mark Yeager.
Tonight he came in person.
Had drinks.
Austin Murphy.
Mr. Yark Jägermeister is here. Mark Jägermeister.
Scott's here.
Austin Murphy says flat. I don't have any idea what he's talking about.
All right. Let's see.
What's flat? Tell me. Explain yourself. What's flat?
Break it down.
Okay.
Oh, Derek's here.
He's in the house.
Ryan's here.
I hope that's not a swear word. That's someone's name.
Oh, it's building up. Give it a like, post, share, tell people about, call people on the phone, let them know.
Scott Flat.
Rasta's gonna be on too in a minute.
Scott Flat Earther is here.
Yeah.
Scott the Flat Earther is here.
You want he
likes to be known as the Flat Earther, right?
So Singe, real quick, while we're waiting for Rasta, you want to get into the
fan mail. We have fan mail. Indeed, we do.
Wait. You're talking about the same fan mail as the other night, or we got more fan mail?
More fan mail.
New,
highly interesting fan mail. All
right, I'll listen.
I'll just present the screen here.
Because they're the fans, you know what I mean? So I'll listen.
Unindoctrinated, who's very smart.
Is he astute?
Streetwise.
Is he astute tonight? Where is he?
Ryan is also not just a mud mob, the inventor of mud mob.
He did. He coined the term.
Yes, he is also the hard edge of flat Earth, just like we are. And I invented that term. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Derek Lemaya.
All right.
Derek. Wait, I gotta do Derek.
I gotta make myself more comfortable.
Derek.
It looks like we're gonna be here. It looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
Okay. Let's see.
What am I fucking sitting on?
Oh, I'm presenting screen. Okay, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Screen. So entire screen. Click that. Click audio, even though I don't need it. Sharing. And away we go.
Oh, you actually got it on the screen? Wow.
Yes. In our treehouse I have built for us. See?
Oh, nice.
I have built us a treehouse.
We go
into the treehouse.
Nice.
There's fan mail. There's late night live stuff. There's other things. Tonight we're going to fan mail. Let's see. Let's read this one first.
All right, let's read it.
It's called Rap Battle, brah.
What?
It's this guy. He wants to rap battle you.
No way.
What
does it say? Can we zoom in?
Hold on.
Just read it, dude.
Read
it to me. What up, Effie Nation?
Didn't like what it was showing. Hold on a second. Well, how to do that? Oh, wait.
Ryan is stupid smart.
We'll go in like this. I know.
No despair bears here.
Control plus.
Derek. What's up, Derek?
Plus. There we go.
Yes.
Aha, like that.
All right.
That's what we doing. Okay. Dear Ray, used to be famous as a rap artist. He is. Actually,
I agree.
so that's good.
I agree. Yeah.
The first time I heeded you, I guess he meant heard you.
Heard you.
First time I heeded you,
All right,
I was impressed. I know. I should. Sorry, I'm just.
We can do better. That's all right. Go ahead.
My name is Mr. Literal. Keep your eyes peeled. Ah! Okay. Dear Ray, you should be famous as a rap artist. The first time I heard you, I was impressed. Now I want to be a mud mobber, Boston boy. Nice. Cool, yo. Is that how they talk?
Well,
cool, yo.
Maybe.
Your role in the Great Awakening is plain. Ah, plain. That's a plain to see.
Yeah.
Kind of street wise and old school. I guess he spelled it wrong there.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay. We don't have.
I want flathead. I know. Just saying. I want flathead and Bostoner Ray's t-shirt soon. Nice. Let's go to next meetup together and engage in some serious rap battle.
Oh, he challenged.
I got a line on good edibles, and we can make fun of Globies while we're on the edibles. I guess. Yes, he means.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Let's rap battle, yo, Ray. Boom, baby, boom. Gone boys in the room. The lightning poet, y'all soon know it. Like fake sun glowing on the chronic, I ain't growing.
Yeah.
Gone boy, the lightning poet.
Shout out to Gone Boy, the lightning poet. One of our
Gone boy, the lightning poet.
One of our biggest.
Come in the chat. Come in the chat. Gone boy. Gone boy, that's a cool name. Oh, it's like John Boy. I get it. Gone boy, the lightning poet.
So what else? We got another one from somebody
this
else.
This one is just titled Agent.
Right.
So we got. So here we go. Brothers, please pass this message along. Stick your stupid Goomba job up your stupid Goomba. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Santiago, go, 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 go. Dear Santiago, go, 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 go. I have some news which I think.
Oh, he glitched out. Hold on. He'll be back in a second. Shit.
Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it?
You're back?
Okay.
All right, go
yes. I could tell you I wasn't here because you weren't laughing.
No, you glitched out. You glitched out.
I could tell I was not because you weren't laughing.
Hold on. So let me take off your screen. All right. Are you ready? You're going to go bring it back up?
Where part was I at?
I don't know.
Oh, I can just read it. Do you want me to read it?
Just start over.
I'll just read it.
All right.
You don't need to take the screen.
No,
right?
not this one. The other one. Yeah.
Did I already get the screen? I'm already on the screen?
You're on the screen. Yeah.
Already still got it? Okay. Go back to the treehouse and start over. Treehouse. Boop, boop. Fan mail tonight. Rap battle, bro. Oh no, we did the rap battle. Oh, agent.
You were getting to that.
All right. So this one. Boop. There we go. Did you hear this part here? Brothers, please pass this message along. Stick your stupid Goomba job up your stupid Goomba. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Santiago, go, 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 go. I must have lost you because you're not laughing.
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
Dear Santiago, go, go, go. I have some news which I think you have been expecting. Over the last 20 years, I have found working for the agency backwards and silly. It's fair to say that my version of Nancy is numb in the brain. He has a version of Nancy. His version of Nancy is numb in the brain. And all his agents pretend to be maimed when they are assigned. When he's signed, okay, I get it. It's fair to say that my version of Nancy is numb in the brain, and all my agents pretend to be maimed when I assign them missions. But this has not stopped me to strive to find my purpose in this stupid job. I continue to strive to find my purpose in this stupid job. So I really enjoyed shooting practice with Jenkins and stealing odd 9mm shells from his front shirt pocket.
Jenkins
with his 9mm shell. All good things must come to an end. As time has passed, I found that my dreams of becoming a street artist have become increasingly frequent. Last week, I took the plunge and bought myself a section of sidewalk from the local gangsters.
Ooh.
Is that how it works? You can buy some sidewalk from gangsters?
Yeah, probably.
I never knew that.
You could show it again. Oh shit! Ready?
Wait. Wait.
Go. And he's back.
That sucks. It just dropped. So what part did you hear? What part did I get to?
I don't even know, dude. But it was getting good.
Okay. Although I've really enjoyed shooting practice, you hear that? All good things must come to an end. You hear that?
Yeah.
9mm shells.
No. Yeah, we were at Jenkins.
Yeah. I enjoyed shooting practice with Jenkins and stealing odd 9mm shells from his shirt pocket. But all good things must come to an end. As time has passed, I found that my dreams of becoming a street artist have become increasingly frequent. Am I still here? On?
Yeah.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still there. You're there. Maybe he's not. He's about to glitch out. Yeah. His internet sucks tonight. Well. It seems like when I play something, it makes your internet start working again. Yeah.
So what part did you hear?
You were getting to the Jenkins and his shells in his pocket.
Okay, yeah. But all good things must come to an end, he says. As time has passed, I've found that my dreams of becoming a street artist have become increasingly...
All right, I'll read it. Although I enjoyed shooting practice with Jenkins and stealing odd 9mm shells from his friend pocket, all good things must come to an end. And as time has passed, I found that my dreams of becoming a street artist have become increasingly frequent. Last week, I took the plunge and bought myself a section of sidewalk off some gangsters. But I'm trying to get to where you were. All right.
I dream of getting up in the morning and drinking Mad Dog 2020, something that my current job fails to nurture. Now all I need is death, and I'm almost there. Thus, I must resign from my job as public relations to pursue my true calling as street artist. Am I still on?
Yeah.
In your role, I hope that one part doesn't get us banned, just because I was joking. In your role as my superior, I didn't even think about that. We can't even mention funny things anymore. In your role as my superior, you have been the picture of a movie type cop, which is kind of weird. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just reading it.
Best of luck with your continued pursuit of golfing, in quotations. Yours sincerely, Agent Sunday.
Agent Sunday, huh?
I don't know him.
I haven't met him yet.
He's a good agent. I don't even know him.
I have not met him yet.
It sounds like
well,
this
wait,
is the This is the last thing you hear.
Rasta is going to show up. He's on his way. I mean,
it's the last thing you hear. Right. Wait. All right.
But while
There.
we're waiting for Rasta.
Hey. Oh.
I think it was Lao Tzu who asked, "Is it not space
Your favorite
in the clay pot that's most useful?" And most people in life want to be a
yes.
pot.
Got it, Ryan. You guys, I wonder if someone's going to say that.
Is disposable. It is the space within it that's most functional and timeless. I used to think this was just some idea, but now I think it's more literal. In a way, I hope to be the servant of the space. Well, anyway, thanks for being here. God bless and welcome.
Welcome.
Hugh. Yes. Are you coming up, Hugh?
Yes.
Are you coming up, Hugh?
Rasta Bear did say we're in a simulation, yes.
I don't know, sometimes one video leads into another, and I'm just fact checking myself, and it leads into a whole exploration. How could I not share? Everything is overdue. Sometimes I just lack the inspiration, and this one photo has provided the inspiration. We'll talk about this in a minute. What led me to this is this video that I'm working on right now. And I was talking about how the bricks at Lowe's were 48 cents and they're now out of stock. I should see when the last review was. And then I saw this picture up here that I took at the Sunnyside Coke ovens. And I just threw it in here into the timeline. And then I got curious and started researching this brick or the manufacturer.
Rasta Bear was probed by aliens.
Out here. And it looks like it says yo with a Y, kind of like dough.
Ooh, baby.
And then maybe this FB something, FB3 or... I'm not sure. So anyway, I thought the company might be called Yo. And it led me to this website. In Pennsylvania, I believe they're calling these kilns. They're saying the bricks came from this brick making facility. And I was scrolling through and really didn't find what I was looking for, but this was pretty interesting. This was worth discussing. Now, I've seen hundreds of these so-called ruins of facilities in the 1800s by now. This has all the signs. And I just want to ask, does it make sense that anyone would build under this stone? Or is this stone something that was originally part of the structure? Either more brick or metals or different building materials, but quite possibly just brick. The same brick, now completely melted and fusing into the structure. Otherwise, I see no good reason to come down here and build this beautiful brick in between the rocks like this. You see trees growing out of it here. And you can even see the brick lines running into the melted brick lines. Here, and here. It's not letting me zoom, but you see my point. And this was the website, and they're calling that the Kier Fire Brick Company. From the Stewart Fire Brick Company. Very active since 1845. Only a concrete pad remains today at the location. And here we see the Yo Guinea River Valley and essentially the ruins of this factory. This is either a share from Benjamin or Stefan, or both. Thank you for this. Here we can see a star fort in Prague, and we see the greater impression in all the castles and quite possibly the plug holes within and without. And it should be clear by now that any star fort is foundational, similar to what we see exposed in Malta, what we see at the base of the Statue of Liberty and all the surrounding islands. And all of it goes underground and often under the water, as it was formed before the waters, I believe. And just ruins. Absolute ruins. Wall here, wall there, cooked out, and yet we see much preservation. Beautiful preservation, in fact. Like this, just randomly up here. And it looks like it's been rebuilt many times.
I don't find that beautiful, man.
Of 1,000 years.
That's your opinion.
And just how nice it is with these cars. And as if it wasn't enough. Some giant piece of art here, like some facading. I mean, huge and just unnecessary. Unless you have the ability to do anything you want. Money is no object. And all these windows, possibly an afterthought. People probably moved into this wall, punched these out for fresh air and light. I mean, the wall is like an apartment complex full of amenities. Here we have a tennis court, of course, an afterthought, very important. Who is privileged to play tennis down here? And a sport similar to golf or amphitheaters. And here it is. we can see the impression of the star here. And really, unless it's pointed out to you, I don't think people notice these. Really. Very suspicious park here. A mind-blowing cathedral, and a few different elements here with the spires. This section reminding me of the builders of the Cologne Cathedral. Super techie. This is something I wanted to share for a while. A channel called Our Melted Reality went out here. It's called the Bangor Cave, or Three Caves, and I should show you his video. I think that the cave systems are one of the biggest smoking. When we go inside them, they're full of bricks. And I think when people realize that there's a realm under ours, they might begin to take notice of this research. And it seems with technology growing and the ability to share information, more and more just keeps being revealed, often by people who are not even looking for this type of research. So here we can see an old city in 1901, Oklahoma. Here we go, Old Westy, tents, great depiction of the Old West. Why it strikes us as so unusual when we see these beautiful buildings, as we recently explored in Portland, Oregon. And then when we see a picture like this, everyone's standing around like they just got off the train. They don't know what to do. Oh, go to the tent and get some food. Maybe you can rent a tent. I mean, how luxurious is this building when you have tents everywhere? And anyway, beneath Lake Altus Lugert in southwest Oklahoma, an entire town once thrived below what appears to be a seemingly normal lake. Here we go, all shocked. The town disappeared when a dam was built in the 40s, and most people had no idea this underwater city
He does
exists.
talk funny.
And mind you,
But I
this
sped
was
him up,
written
too.
in 2021, very recent. And similar to the great fires of every city in the world, there were also dams built everywhere that
Singe Man loves
flooded
them.
towns. Strangely, people don't even know about them until 75 years later in some
You're
cases.
muted.
So here's what the area
You're
looks
muted,
like,
Singe.
really quaint. And then we start to see piles of
That's
bricks
what they
near
all
the
tell
surface
me.
of the lake. Again, you remember the Old
Yeah.
West
LA
picture?
young,
While these people are playing
LA
Little House on the
young.
Prairie, there's a brick city buried in this early time period. And it's not just a brick city. It's a concrete, stone and brick city, as we can see here. This polygonal work looks so perfect. It looks stamped. And since everything else looks like concrete, I'm going to guess that it is just a slab of concrete that's been stamped. Something that should not have been done in a very early time period. This is the remains of a cellar from a 2-story schoolhouse. No doubt they pillaged all the bricks on top of the schoolhouse, left what they couldn't move. Sidewalks that lead to nowhere. Excellent quality
Sidewalks to
concrete that's
nowhere.
been sitting underwater. And here we see some more ruins, some more what seems like polygonal stamping of concrete.
Right.
Bunch of
It's
sand.
total
Looks
reset.
like we're in the Middle East, but we're in Oklahoma. Here's
like
a
we're in the middle of
transformer
a
in Richmond, Virginia. It was built
Yeah.
in
I was gonna say, it
1980.
looks like the Middle
That's it.
East, but
It was
we're in
built in a year.
Oklahoma.
And you
Yeah,
really don't
exactly.
need the
What
top
was
half
what
of this
was that
building
dust
for a
bowl?
train station.
Huh?
You don't need this
Some
tech,
test of
super
some
tech,
sort.
or all of these windows.
Everything
like
we
some
know has
king
to be
is
looked
about
at
to stroll
differently.
out and address his people.
Everything.
Part 2.
Hey,
Okay,
oh,
I want to
it's shiny
apologize
little
for
things
the
at me.
randomness of this video. If you don't know, on this channel, I think
It's
there was
shiny
a
little
reset.
things at me, Ray.
Many
I'm
of them,
afraid.
as I mentioned earlier, maybe in another video, blossoming like a lotus. The reset seems to reset civilization as we know it. Further back you go, the more
It's just like,
advanced
okay,
these
first
civilizations
those
seem
we're
to
not
have
even going to say
been.
the name of
And
the
books
islands, right?
survive, even
Islands
survive the great burnings, but the masses are pretty unaware.
And
And
now
where do the
it's
masses come
this
from
side
after a reset? In my opinion,
of the
they are
continent
manufacturing the
is burning.
civilizations.
And
I'm
there's other side,
sure
it's like
they are manufacturing people right now. And as
if they
always, the
did what they did
technology
there
that we realize
everywhere,
is cutting
then it
edge
would
for
be like
today
what
is
we
actually the
witnessed in
technology of the
these
past.
mountains.
As the old saying
that we
goes, there's nothing
said.
new under the sun. Everything has been done and said. Similar to breeding mills for dogs, or any animal for that matter, all the type of mill. They repopulate, re-educate, and pretty soon, like a melting pot, everything comes together. Accents begin to fade. And how about hydrogen? Could they have been manufacturing hydrogen in the old world? I think so. We've discussed how the star forts look like power plants. A lot of the buildings, even the cathedrals, look like some kind of tech, something producing a lot of something. And to me, hydrogen is a possibility. The organs, their pipes, the rivers that all these structures are not far from. One thing that makes me sick in this world is big oil and the evils they have perpetuated, their monopoly, and enslaving the population with something that they think we can't do without. Now, when you have no choice, You can't do without something. Right now in Brazil, you have the choice of petrogasoline or sugarcane gasoline. They essentially make gas out of sugarcane. Gas or gasoline is simply alcohol. It's a distillation of a carbonous matter. And you don't have to drill into the earth to find carbonous matter. You could use sugarcane or you could use cattails or recycled wood or grass. You can make alcohol out of anything. And it was part of the philosophy of Henry Ford that the American people should be able to grow their own fuel, run them off of alcohol. And electric cars are fine, but if you're just plugging them into conventional utilities, you really haven't advanced. But how about water? How about if we could just run things off of water? How old is this technology? It seems like until I started researching things for myself, when I thought of hydrogen, I thought of a bomb. And here,
I
this
have
guy, Mike
some freeze-dried
Copeland
water
of
stored up for
Arlington
Yeah.
Performance.
my prepping.
Pause it for a second. Yeah, Singe Man definitely knows how to run things off of water, dude. He
I have
definitely.
I have freeze-dried water and
Yeah.
canned freeze-dried water for when when the prepping. You know, all you gotta do is add water.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Good job, sis. Good job. All right, where's it at? Let's go back. All right.
Worked for General Motors for 25 years. He's created the world's first functional hydrogen-powered Chevrolet LS that's passed EPA testing.
Ice
And of course,
grills.
it just burns water. What's cool is he's utilized a conventional motor, so it has the sound of an exploding piston motor, but the explosion is created using a water-powered reaction. The
Thank you,
truck
Aaron. Thank
sounds
you,
and
Aaron.
drives exactly like a conventional
I know I
gasoline
Shout out
motor.
to
And here
Binger.
we can see the tank.
Binger.
I mean, that's his gas tank.
Binger's in
It
the
has
back.
hydrogen, which are gases that came from water. And a lot of the antiquitech in the old world, even if producing a small current, could have made hydrogen. And hydrogen can now be distributed, light lamps, heat homes, and power vehicles. Often
go.
in my neighborhood, I'll see a
Boom,
big
baby.
oil location spring up. They'll have a bunch of domes, like we see on old world buildings, and they're simply recapturing the gas in these tanks. I encourage you to watch this if you're interested. He explains everything. He's working with the company Bosch. They make tools and spark plugs and all kinds of parts. And this is a reality today. This will upset a lot of people in the current industry. And if we're not living free today, it's by design. We have everything we need to support the population. And when they discovered this technology, what did they use it for? Something destructive rather than beneficial. At the same time, they would push us into big oil and use this technology in a malevolent way. They call these fission weapons. We often wonder why everything looks melted all throughout the realm. One of these fission reactions can create temperatures exceeding 100 million degrees. 100 million degrees. There you go. How
Not
would a
fun.
brick fare in 100 million degree
Yeah.
temperature? Not
Not
very
fun.
well. I think it would look like this cooked out realm. But anyway, this led me into a rabbit hole, and pretty soon I found this Operation Castle. I thought, how interesting. I think they're not very creative sometimes. Operation Castle was a series of tests at Bikini Atoll. One test in particular was called Castle Bravo. It ended up cooking some nearby inhabitants and US soldiers, as well as Japanese fishing boats. And I've discussed it in past videos. We were talking about the tests in the Nevada desert, and that's what brought me out here. Let's zoom out and show you where we are. We have Australia down here, Hawaii over here, which has recently unnaturally caught fire. Over here, Japan, and right in the middle here, where you would think there would be some action, we have these Marshall Islands. And this is where they performed these tests for this Operation Castle in the 50s. Very important to come out here and cook this area. And I was exploring the cooking and found these islands to be really, really interesting, actually. Kind of like having a perimeter, maybe a star fort shape, but having nothing
Bobby Marley.
visible in the center. Now this looks like it's
Pac-Man.
been fudged with,
What's up?
really, really altered, but actually very shallow water. And last night I was zooming into some of these islands and I could see roads. Here you can see a road, a little cul-de-sac. This road goes into the water and pops back out here. And here we can see a little trace of habitation here as well. We see some remains, and here they show a road, but there's no road here. And in fact, I found a whole city on one of these. Here's another little mini town, just totally cooked out. And a lot of these had domes. In fact, even here we see some domage. Here's a dome.
Domage.
Here's what seems like it may have been a fountain at one point, a plug hole, and a town center with larger buildings around this park, now totally cooked out, and all kinds of remains. They did tell us some of the inhabitants on an island were wiped out, but this, way out here, who's ever heard of this? And in fact, I didn't get into it, but the history behind these Marshall Islands was very interesting. First, it was occupied by the Germans, and then by the Japanese, and then by the Americans, and now it's the nation of the Marshall Islands. So a lot more needs to be looked into. But for today, I just wanted to touch on this subject. This is completely mind-boggling, and I think that the center part is completely being blotched out, and what we do see is the remains of civilization out here. It was very eerie, actually. Every single one of these islands had a little hospital on it. Some of these cities appear to be occupied, like this one, but I'm really not sure. Here we go. A Japanese World War II building, and it's in absolute ruins. Are you seeing that? I'll have to zoom in and crop in a little closer. But no, this is totally cooked out as well. So just a real rabbit hole that started out with a hydrogen vehicle. Here we see a hospital with no paths. I mean, if a helicopter ever landed here, nobody ever went to this hospital. There's no path. Here we see the shadow of a massive tower, the shadow, and then I'll show you another hospital just right down the way here. Here we go, another one. The Gillingham Hospital. Again, nobody's inhabiting this island. There's no paths, there's no roads. My dog and I do a lot of walking, and before long we create paths, even in the desert. And here you see a dome, and you see the shadow of the dome. So what is this? What is going on out here? Another hospital here, right below that one. The Omelek, sounds like the Olmec, the old tribe.
You can change that background. Or not, doesn't matter.
It was pretty good.
Fan mail.
That was pretty good. Yeah, I gotta change the background. We'll get into that soon. So
yeah, that was really interesting. Okay, so
yeah, really interesting stuff.
And yeah, so I mean 2009.
Right, he's out again.
Yes, there I am.
There you go.
2019. I'll just be like this in case I freeze. I won't look stupid.
yeah. Go ahead.
2019. Santa Rosa. Next year, Paradise. Next year, Mendocino County. All kinds of places.
Yeah.
Although not as obvious. But it was in the middle of the day, and the sky was pitch black. I have pictures of it.
You're talking about today, right?
No, it's 21.
Oh, in 21. Well, you are going.
I'm sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
It was 2019. Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 2018 Santa Rosa. 2019 Paradise.
When the fires happened, right?
Yeah, then 2019 Paradise. 2020 Mendocino County. And it was
how close?
Pitch black, blacker than any night you've ever seen. Because at nighttime you'll see street lights and the moon. All right, but it was the middle of the afternoon in the middle of the summer, and it was pitch black. I know it was no normal fire. I talked to firemen. They're like, we don't know. We've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, pitch black in the middle of the day.
But there was no as much evidence of burnt cars and stuff. That kind of thing wasn't happening. But I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Don't know.
Yeah,
could have been something normal, but I don't think it was. I've never seen pitch black fire.
I don't know.
Oh, plus,
I don't think it sounds.
Fire went all the way down 2 or 3 hours away where I went to avoid the fire. I had to go 2 or 3 hours away so I could breathe. And people were acting weird. Something was in the smoke. I could feel it had like an amphetamine type feel in the smoke. It really make you amped out and feel weird and jittery.
Just running around and shit.
And then I saw people doing crazy stuff, just acting crazy and yelling crazy. Well, not that I don't always see that, but there was more prolific during that smoke. I got in 2 fights. Cops came up on me, asking me for the thing, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? And they were all about the thing. They couldn't believe that I didn't even know. And so I was like, oh, and they're just like, get out of here, we're gonna arrest you. For nothing, by the way. Just for like, hey, that guy did. Actually, I was attacked.
Yeah.
Wow. So everyone was acting weird on that one. So that's what made me think it was not normal, right? Not normal fire. Although it didn't fit the cookie cutter as the other ones did. Santa Rosa, Paradise. The island over there, which I just don't even want to say the name right now. And then there's several islands out. Just look around. Just go look. Go look at Jeff's page. You'll see.
Rasta said he's going to be here soon for everybody who's waiting.
There's several islands that caught on fire. People had to evacuate the whole islands. I forget the name of them. You guys know in chat. Yeah. It's like crazy. And it's just like, okay, so I try to tell my roommates this. I didn't get past 10 seconds.
They aren't.
Yeah, right. Dude, I tried to tell my roommates this. I didn't get past 10 seconds, I swear, before they turned on me and they were like treating me like I was crazy within 10 seconds. They haven't even studied it.
You have that effect everywhere you go, though.
Effect on everybody. I know
yeah.
It's true. It's true. I do have the effect on everybody. They all say,
"What's up, John Keeley?"
They all say, "Well, obviously you're crazy, Singe." Like that's obvious to them, I guess. Anyway, so I can't discuss anything with them about this because they have done zero study, so therefore they know everything because TV has told them everything. They don't have to do any studies.
Yeah.
And why would you want to study it and pay attention to that? You can just go on living and ignore that.
Well,
that
right
attitude too. Just ignore it and go on living. How could you live like that and pay attention to that? It's like, well, how could you not pay attention to that?
Right now, there's like
yogurt.
Something happened in Mexico, right? It's going up towards you, and then
this hour is brought to you by Chobani yogurt.
There was Spokane, but also
Chobani.
I heard like Oregon, like Rasta was telling me, like up in Oregon and somewhere around there, they're having trouble too. Like the weather's getting all crazy everywhere.
Oh yeah, the hurricane that was hitting
everywhere. It's starting to
dark
show up.
today. Today it was dark across California because of the hurricane down in Mexico. Earthquake down in southern California.
Yeah.
So we got hurricane, earthquake, fire.
Earthquake's the only time when the earth
hurricane,
moves.
Earthquake, fire in California in the middle of the summer. Wait. Oh, that's just normal. Oh, really? Wow, that's cool for you. That's cool that it's normal for you. Neat. Why don't you go buy something like, I don't know. Spend some money or something. You're normal there. Nice. Thank you, LA.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, Rasta will be here soon.
Clocks run backwards, slowly choking out my lungs, throwing all the stones around me until all that's left is one. Youth and age haunt me nightly until their master's work is done. Give to all just what they're asking, while sex and death is all flesh once. And while I've got angels all around me, lighting the
I could really see the sun moving away on that one. Since man just glitched out again. All right. So what do we got? How's the bass riffs? Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I've been working on them. Is he back?
Who was that singing?
That's Morgan.
Yes.
Yes. We love Morgan. So, yeah, like I was saying.
I've got angels all around me. We're angels, I think. A lot of us.
You guys are giving me
angels.
nothing tonight. You're giving me nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm finding that a lot of us are angels. I met a hooker.
Yeah.
In South Carolina. Kitty was her name.
It's a good hooker name.
Yeah. She's covered with tattoos from the neck down. Tattoos. Hair. Got the H going. The whole story. Been down the road. Okay, so she comes running up to me because I'm spinning my light staff.
And then he glitches out. I love it. I might as well just be playing clips of him. It would work better. Emilio's man, what's up? He'll be back. Oh, no, if I play something, there it goes.
There you go. Okay,
if I play something, it brings him back.
So, I have horrible internet tonight. So, okay, I'm spinning my light staff in South Carolina on the beach. And Kitty comes running up to me. And she's like, "Oh my, wow. What angel are you?" And I said, I think I'm the Archangel Michael. And she said, "Oh, I'm your mother from another life. And I'm this angel." I forget the name of the angel, she said.
Yeah.
And she said, we talked for a while. And she's like, yes.
Okay.
I'm back. So what'd you hear? What part did you hear? Anyway, what part did you hear?
I was texting Rasta.
Okay.
He's gonna be
okay.
soon.
So Kitty comes running up to me and says, "Wow, what angel are you?" And I said, "I am the Archangel Michael." And she said, "I'm this other." I'll find the name. Anyway, she said that she's my mother from the other world and the angels.
Wait up.
She's an angel.
You're talking about a prostitute named Kitty told you this? That
yeah,
she's your mother from the other world?
Yeah, she's an angel and my mother, and
that's pretty crazy.
And yeah, she's totally like, I know I shouldn't be doing all this stuff, but F it because of what's about to happen. She said, and God is like laughing at her for what she's doing and stuff, and she's just really going off. We're sitting there talking for like an hour or two. Not an hour, like half an hour. And I was like, that's interesting. I could see how Jesus could sit there and talk, with hookers.
Yeah.
And people were walking past this and looking at us like, you know.
Yeah.
I was just like me talking to her. I didn't see her shell that she's in. I saw her.
Good for you.
It was in the shell. We were talking about these meat suits. And she was impressed that I could do all the stuff. She's like, "Oh, you always were good at martial arts and da-da-da." She's really going off. She's really interesting. Very highly interesting person. Kitty. I'll never forget her.
Shout out to Kitty.
The prostitute.
From where?
From South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah. And some John was coming up and trying to hit on her.
Who you are.
Yeah, other guys do too.
Yeah,
I'm sure. They know her in different ways than I do. So yes, that's Kitty. I don't know where I was going with that story, but interesting. Oh yeah, because we're all angels.
You're crazy,
right?
You come up with some crazy stories, man.
Moral of the story: I've got angels all around me.
That you got all that from.
And in fact, I'm an angel. Yeah. In fact, I'm an angel, and you're an angel, possibly.
Oh man. I know.
Pretty cool, huh?
Awesome.
Yeah, you can learn things from criminals and hookers and
You can.
people that you wouldn't hang out with on a day-to-day basis. You can learn.
Yeah.
It's very interesting in the world we live in. It's not a mundane thing.
A lot of low-level frequency people lately, but
me too.
They just try. You just
Do
got to
I
ignore
see her
them
once a week?
eventually.
No. I did go
Yeah,
looking for her
so-
again though, Angela, because I was going to spin the lights with her, but I couldn't find her. So I think she had probably went back to jail because she had just got out of jail. So she probably went back, which is probably the best place for her because they clean her up there.
Yeah, it is. They don't mind going to jail.
Thank you, LA Young. I love LA Young. She's so cool.
They fix all your teeth.
I lived with LA Young for a month. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did know that.
Now everybody knows.
Well, not a whole month. I didn't think it was a whole month. I didn't know how long it was.
It was a whole month. And her son brought us to a concert. We saw, dang it, I got to remember. Oh, God, it was a great concert. I can't even remember. We saw 3 bands. LA Young, who did we see?
I know you told me what the bands were, and I was like, "Whoa, you seeing all them together?"
Oh, it was Alice in Chains. Yes,
Alice in
Chains. Yeah. It's really good.
But the singer,
the
died,
original.
Right? So what did they do? Right?
They had a new singer, but I think they had an original guitarist, but everybody else was new. And the singer was so.
It was just the original guitarist with a bunch of new people.
Yeah, but they
called it Alice.
If not better, there might have been 2 original.
I'm not
people.
saying they were probably good.
There might have been 2 original guys, but there's definitely one original guy,
mm-hmm.
and it was the singer so hip and cool, dude. I would hang out with him. Just a really cool guy.
Yeah,
about our age.
I seen Van Halen before he died.
Like Bush.
With a new
singer.
Van
Halen, some Van Halen.
Yeah, they had a new singer, Gary Sharon, and he was good. Like he sounded like both of them. Like he could sing like either one of them, like Sammy or the other guy whatever his name, David Lee Roth. So I seen him do the Eruption solo. That was pretty good.
That's neat. I can kind of do it, but I never.
He did the whole thing. Like, he was sitting there just smoking a cigarette, like while he was doing it. Like, but he got it done. Not even trying. He has it in his face.
So yeah, there was Bush that was there, Breaking Benjamin. They were okay.
Yeah. And I lost him. All right, let's see. Let's see if I play the thing if he comes back. Hold on a second. Let's test it. Did it bring him back? Yep. Yeah, it did. It works every time, dude. Something's up with that.
Bush was there, Breaking Benjamin, and this band of all girls, Plush. Sexy little girls.
What are you talking about now?
Plush. Plush. The band.
The band Plush.
I had crush on Plush.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too young for me.
I don't know. I didn't see.
They're too young for Singe.
I have no idea.
I went up there on stage and they kicked me off. Not kidding.
But it sounds like, all right. So you saw Alice in Chains. You saw who else?
Bush.
Breaking
Benjamin.
And
Plush.
That's
and her son paid for it all.
I was thinking of a completely different
for 4 people
that someone told me about.
Her son paid for 4 people. I think. What? Crazy.
That's cool. Well, I don't know. Well, we're waiting for Rasta. I'll find something.
That was a pretty good show. So that's what I did last year in South Carolina. I talked to Angel Hookers and went to see Alice in Chains. That would sound weird to someone who didn't know what Alice in Chains was. Really? Well, you saw Alice in Chains. What? This guy's weird. You saw this girl named Alice in Chains.
Let's play this.
The little things, yeah.
Is Treasure Man?
People, I heard this. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I heard that people that's homes didn't get burned
Yeah.
are receiving eviction notices. No, it's not funny. They're receiving eviction notices.
Eviction notices are not funny.
Yeah, because their houses aren't burned, and they're receiving eviction notices. And they're giving $700 to everybody.
Yeah, for Maui, yeah.
For every house, they get a $700. This is the craziest thing ever. What?
And they're gonna build a smart city there.
$700? What?
It's a land grab.
They're giving everybody $700 though, dude, for each house.
To get out of there. Is that
only? I'll say it again. Only $700.
Yeah, that's nothing
per house.
So get
not per person.
Take the $700 and get them out of here. You know,
not per person. Per house.
And they're not offering it; they're giving it to you. It's not even like an option. You have to go,
and they don't even have to because most of them are dead. I bet. It's fucking crazy. Oops! I swore. Dang it! You got one swear word out of me.
Yeah, I've been trying not to swear. It's all right. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever.
Maybe it glitched out when I said it.
Who cares? This is crazy.
Maybe I. $700 is like $300 in Hawaii.
Wow. Just looking at everything wrecked is crazy. Some crazy footage. Well, I don't know. I don't know how much of it is real because they're saying we can't fly drones or something over there anyway. So, like, we have to go by what
they show us. Is she okay?
I want to send a drone over there myself, see what's going on. That'd be cool.
Oh, look at that circle edge.
We would need the funding. See how many people want to get it done. Start a page to fund a drone to Maui.
Yeah, you got one going to Mars. You can use that one.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm thinking that as a combination of what they're telling us, or not telling us, whatever he's shouting, and what Jeff Snyder's been shouting for the past 2 years, like from the ground.
Yeah.
From up,
I know.
From down.
Why
not from the side in the actual air, like you said? Why not from trails?
We
a little bit of everything. Who knows? Oh, I've seen UFOs. I don't even know how they fly. How would I know how they do this? So right.
Yeah.
Maybe use for those that are floating. Maybe it's that same type of. Maybe it's that same type of energy, whatever they fly around with. Maybe they're using a frequency vibrational type thing.
Frequency astrology 101.
It doesn't matter what they're using. Someone's using something. And my roommates think it's normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. I guess I can't talk.
All right. I'm rolling a joint. It's time. All right. What do we got here in the chat? What is the chat talking about? Yeah. Yep. Do direct. Yeah. Yep.
Wipe the mud up off my face. What's the sunshine down on me? Mudda red rum. Okay, well, we got. That's a good song. Gotta clean the pigs, bring right back. Angela Baby Carson's gotta clean the pigs. Oh,
Hold
that's
on. I gotta get a joint road, dude. No matter what. So it's 4:20.
Ray didn't hear me, otherwise he would have laughed.
I know. I wasn't paying attention to a word you just said.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Oh, did you hear that? Or did you read that? I remember making that. That's cool. Better now, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. You did a good job with the sound effects. Sound effects is smashing.
I didn't draw the picture.
Oh.
I could draw the picture. I mean, I could have always drawn the picture, but you know, it's quicker.
Yeah.
It's already a lot of work. So
now you draw everything. It's like, dude, take a screenshot. They used to call me Johnny Screenshot back in high school, so it was like Johnny Screenshot my way through life. I did that for a while.
Did you see that I put it on the screen?
No, I'm not reading it.
Put it on the screen again. Did you hear that?
What?
I'll put it on the screen again. Let's say it. No pictures on Facebook. Very fishy.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
That is weird, dude.
Yeah, like no.
It's something this historical.
Nobody has pictures from like
huge and historical.
Like real pictures.
It's crazy.
Like it's just drone stuff they're showing us.
I saw some stuff on.
What did you see?
I'll send you a link so you can watch later yourself. I'll send you a link you can watch later yourself.
Is it legit? What is it?
If people want to watch this stuff, go to. I'm sorry, I'm
put it in the private chat.
No, I just want to talk. Chat. Okay. If people want to watch, I can put it in private chat for you. But if people want to watch stuff on this, go to BitChute and look it up.
Instead of YouTube, yeah. Definitely. I have a BitChute set up.
Interesting things.
I'll put it in the chat.
I haven't checked out Odyssey yet. They probably have stuff there too. Yeah, pray for Hawaii, but now
let's see if
I think we better pray for humanity itself, not just Hawaii. I think we better pray for humanity.
Yep, there she is, Nightbot.
It's just testing. They're just ramping up the testing every time. It gets more and more crazy. Oh wait, watch for the mud after this. Watch for the rains the next couple in the mud.
Yeah.
I predict rain and mud in the next 2 weeks. Watch this. It happened. Paradise. It can easily happen there. There's lots of rain there. When you have that devastation.
You mean like a mud flood?
Yeah, it happened in Paradise. Remember?
No, I'm telling you, I seen it.
You don't remember?
Yeah, we showed it.
Paradise burned. The next week it flooded.
Yeah.
And then it mudded.
So it's going to be a mud.
Because all the roots and trees stuff were.
So Maui's going to be right. You think there's going to be a mud flood Maui?
That's my prediction. Yeah.
That's your prediction. All right. So Singe, if there's a mud flood in Maui, Singe predicted it right now.
This morning, the wind was hitting. I'm like, oh. Because with the fires comes the wind. With the wind comes the fires. I haven't figured that out yet. And they said it was the hurricane, but no. Am I still here?
My nickname was the
It
hurricane.
couldn't have been the hurricane winds. We're not anywhere near it. And you feel the hurricane winds 3 days prior and 3 days after. Nothing. There was no wind after. So that tells you that it wasn't the hurricane winds. You would feel at least 1 day before and 1 day after. But often it's 3 days.
Hold on a second.
But at least 1 day, you have the wind coming and then leaving and have that. So, LA Young. Yes, I said hello again.
That's how you roll it.
I wish we were all closer together. I would hate to drive across the United States again.
Well, I'm planning on eventually traveling somewhere. I mean, you can't really avoid it, Singe. You gotta just get used to it. Driving like across the country or some shit. Driving to another like. You know what I mean? Like, it's like what we do. It's part of our job.
I might just have to be walking next time.
Eventually, you can write it off as on your taxes if you get it monetized. If you can take trips and film them and write them off on your taxes.
If they give a full reset, then I'll be walking across the United States.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm cutting out. Did you hear? I'm cutting out. I said if there's a full reset, keep on cutting out.
Yeah, you were cutting out. Go ahead.
If there's a full reset, then I'll be walking across the United States.
Yeah. I'm not walking anywhere. My fat ass ain't walking anywhere.
I know, I'll see you. It'll take about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks.
Take a train. It's the least I'll do.
Maybe 5 weeks, because I'll slow down.
Bus isn't too much now.
Find some bicycles, ride bicycles, I guess. You could ride bikes here and there. Lots of water and food with you. Who is this guy? Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do now. Dang it, I keep on glitching in and out.
What do you got something? What do you got? He's glitching in and out. What do you got? He sounds like he has something.
I told you my internet was gonna be bad tonight, didn't I? Okay, where's our Rasta boy? That's where we're waiting for.
I don't know.
Right?
He's taking care of something. He's gonna do. He told me.
That's what we were waiting for.
Yeah, we were waiting for Rasta. I can bring something up.
So
I have tons of shit I want to show. Hold on.
Let's see. What did I have? I had something else to talk about.
I do.
I forget because I'm too tired. I had something else. I had the emails and something else. I can find something.
I have a bunch of shit. I gotta get to my playlist.
Physicists identify a strange new form of superconductivity.
Where'd you see that?
They're just now talking about it. It is I bet you it's what we call quantum locking. I bet you they're finally just talking about it. Yep. They're finally talking about quantum locking again. We've been talking about it for 5 years.
Dude, I talk about it with you for since the past 20 years. Like every conversation we have is quantum locking this, quantum locking that. Like since man.
Check it out. I've present the screen.
Quantum locking. Yeah.
Mainstream media is now discussing it.
You're not sharing your screen though.
Yeah. Like this. Look. Ooh, nice guitars. Ooh, I must have bought something from Reverb. Ooh.
Nice.
I bought mine. I didn't buy from Reverb though. I looked at Reverb. I bought mine from Sweetwater. But look, they're just discussing it. Get away.
Get away, Reverb.
Look, they're discussing superconductivity. See, look. They're finally discussing it like it's something new.
Yeah. Like,
who is it? Science Alert. These guys are ScienceAlert.com is discussing it.
Dude.
Let's see what else they're discussing. Man uses strange rock as a doorstep for decades. It turned out to be worth a fortune.
There you go. We lost him. All right. I got to put time into it for a sec. We get some shit together. I have a bunch of shit I want to show. Hold on 1 second. I'll get to it. What do we got? Oh, he's back. He's back. I was about to change the whole show.
Man uses strange rock as a doorstep for decades. It turned out to be worth a fortune because it's from space. Am I here?
Yeah. I'm getting some more videos.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
His doorstep turned out to be worth a fortune because it's from space.
Oh, that one went up. Did we lose you again? Yeah, this is gonna be good.
I might just have to end or go reboot or something.
I got something.
Hold on. Let's look at this.
Yeah.
Man uses strange rock as doorstep for decades. It turned out to be a fortune because it's from space. My internet's out. Okay, I'm gonna go reboot.
Yeah, reboot.
But when I come back, Rastafarian Barry will be here. Hey,
Everything.
Yeah, Rasta Bear is going to show up. He just is putting his little girl to bed. So give him a break. All right, let's do this. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. All right, what's this? This looks good. We don't have any sound. I don't hear any sound. All right, there is sound. Okay, just checking. I've been watching this channel a lot lately. It's pretty cool stuff. Some of it, you can see. There's got to be some sound. So this is called Truth or Therapy Session 39, Crowley Art and Music. So it's Aleister Crowley's art is what it is what they're going to be talking about. And music. Why not? Why can't we hear anything? I heard it a second ago. I think there's no sound at this part. It's crazy the way that the art is on their faces. The duality, the black and the white, the gestures. They're creepy as fuck. Is there no sound? No, there's gonna be sound. I could have played some music for them. Just ask me for some music, and I'll put some on for you. What is this channel's name? If they need music, I can hook them up.
450.
Here we go.
Yeah, but this is only an issue I'm becoming aware of after obviously playing around a little bit. So let me just remove that file I randomly made there. There we go. Back to normal. So these 103 images I'll have to just do for now, and maybe I can make some. I'll have to put them into separate folders maybe and spread them out so we can keep it fresh. I can keep switching between. But how's everyone doing? Hope we're going in the chat. We've got a few people here. I have it set to top chat, so I'm missing all of the messages. I'm going to switch that to live chat, which I hope all of you guys are doing too.
yeah.
Messages here.
Yeah, there you go.
So Chris is there. Thanks for being here. What's he saying? He's saying, can't wait to see what you've scoured from this person that spied many musicians of England. Yeah, this guy's a scumbag. We're going to have some fun today, just picking apart his artwork. It's awful. He wasn't very good. And we're gonna have a fun time just going through some of his crappy creations. LVK, it just keeps getting weirder. It certainly does. Michael Evans, amazing title. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Kevin, thanks for being here. So
let's see the show. Buffering.
Through with it, you guys, someday, and we're not gonna be bothered reading and horns and demonic faces and whatever the hell that is on his crotch there. And what extra eyes, metallic jaws, rotting flesh. This is cheesy as hell. I don't know what this is. Who are these guys then? Who are these supposed to be? Let's have a look. I'm guessing there's the prophet entrusted with guiding humanity into the Aeon of Horus in the early 20th century. He was a prolific writer. He published widely over the course of his life. He was born to a wealthy family in Royal Leamington Spa, Warwickshire. Crowley rejected his parents' fundamental Christian Plymouth Brethren faith to pursue an interest in Western esotericism. He is educated at Trinity College at the University of Cambridge, where he focused his attentions on mountaineering and poetry, resulting in several publications. Some biographers allege that here he was recruited into the British Intelligence Agency, further suggesting that he remained a spy throughout his life. In 1898, he joined the esoteric Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he was trained in ceremonial magic by Samuel Liddell McGregor Mathers and Alan Bennett. He went mountaineering in Mexico with Oscar Eckenstein before studying Hindu and Buddhist practices in India. In 1904, he married Rose Edith Kelly and they honeymooned in Cairo, Egypt, where Crowley claimed to have been in contact with a supernatural entity named Ewas, who provided him with the Book of the Law, a sacred text that served as the basis for Thelema, announcing the start of the Aeon of Horus. The book declared that its followers should do what thou wilt and seek to align themselves with their true will through the practice of magic. So Ewas, if you guys haven't already heard of this guy, it is a grey alien looking thing, and there's got to be a, oh come on, you'd think the Wikipedia bloody page would show it. Let's see what I can do. Ewas, I think people even pronounce it like this. Ewas Crowley drawing. Ewas Crowley drawing, come on, bring it up. I couldn't get rid of the bloody picture earlier. Now I can't find the damn thing. There it is. So this is what he claimed came to him randomly in Cairo in Egypt and dictated to him the Book of the Law, which is a do what thou wilt, New Age, Gnostic type thing, which basically we'll go into what that religion was in a minute, but it wasn't anything good, trust me. And it looks just like something similar to a grey alien, but without the big bulging eyes.
It's on the back of the
interesting
dollar.
thing is, this
If
is
you
like
trace
a Nephilim serpentine type being with elongated sharp features and a huge skull to me. This is obviously a demon that came to him and dictated to him a demonic doctrine. And this useful idiot, which is what he is, he's not a very intelligent person. He was an absolute moron. Okay, not a smart guy. Okay, very low intelligent person here. I don't care what anyone says. He was not a clever person, from what I've gathered. All right, he was quite possibly mentally disabled, and he went with it and rolled with it and thought himself a god at the end, because of all this stupid ideology dictated to him by this demon who basically preyed on the weak-minded. Anyway, let's go back to the life and times of this weirdo loser and carry on reading about him. So after the successful 1905 Kachenjunga expedition and a visit to India and China, Crowley returned to Britain, where he attracted attention as a prolific author of poetry, novels, and occult literature. In 1907, he and George Cecil Jones co-founded an esoteric order, the AA, through which they propagated Thelema. After spending some time in Algeria in 1912, he was initiated into another esoteric order,
What's up, Forever
the
Love?
German-based Ordo Templi Orientis, rising to become the leader of its British branch, which he reformulated in accordance with his Thelemite beliefs. Through OTO, Thelemite groups were established in Britain, Austria, and North America. Crowley spent the First World War in the United States, where he took up painting and campaigned for the German war effort against Britain, later revealing that he had infiltrated the pro-German movement to assist the British intelligence service. So in 1920, he established the Abbey of Thelema, a religious commune in Cefalù, Sicily, where he lived with various followers. His libertine lifestyle led to the denunciation in the British press, and the Italian government evicted him in 1923. He divided the following 2 decades between France, Germany, and England, and continued to promote Thelema until his death. He gained widespread notoriety during his lifetime, being a drug user, bisexual, and individualist social critic. Crowley has remained a highly influential figure over Western esotericism and the counterculture of the 1960s, and continues to be considered a prophet in Thelema. He is the subject of various biographies and academic studies. Okay, so that was an extremely generous description of who this man was. Okay, this initial paragraph frames him in
What's
a
up,
very
Beersworth?
good light. All right, the type of thing this person was,
Thanks for
the
the
type
nickel,
of
random
stuff this
fan.
guy was into, and what he talks about and does not warrant such a gleaming first pass description. Okay, that is not right. This guy was sick.
Yes.
To the core. Okay.
Yeah, he
and
was.
his religion, this Thelema, it could not get any more satanic. It really couldn't.
Rasta's gonna show
and
up.
the fact that he's had influence on pop culture for so long should tell you a lot once you understand what his work is about the state of counterculture and pop culture in the West. Okay, he's not a social critic or an individualist. He's just a through and through satanic mess. Okay, but that's Wikipedia for you, I suppose.
Yeah.
So anyway, scrolling down here, in the United States, so forth. So here he did a painting when he was in the United States. Oh, there's a drawing of Lamb and Ewas again,
it's on
of
the
course.
back of the dollar.
His spirit guide, shall we call it? But here's a painting called May Morn. It's one of Crowley's paintings from his time in the US. He explained it like this. The painting represents the dawning of the day following a witch's celebration, as described in Faust. The witch is hanged, and she deserves. And the satyr looks out from behind a tree. So, whatever. He says that, but look at this thing.
yeah. He said that.
This is supposed to be a witch that's been hung with another witch kind of dancing in the background, naked, with some weird guy playing a pan flute, and this satyr smiling monster thing poking itself out from behind a tree with a mushroom that looks like an enormous shaft right in front of him.
Yeah.
That being said, this is my first thing I saw where I thought, what? Wait a minute. Why has he drawn this quote-unquote witch, if that's what it's supposed to be, as an incredibly white, pale-skinned thing with bright red clown hair? I think there's something more going on here. Okay, immediately I saw this and thought, yeah, that's incredibly suspect. Is this the death of a Nephilim entity that we're seeing here? Is that what this truly is? And obviously a pan or a fawn entity at the side here is a human-animal hybrid, and these would have been the creatures that created these human-animal hybrids, these Nephilim creatures, and he's calling it a witch instead. Yeah. Why lean towards a clown aesthetic?
Right.
Why make that choice?
What's up, Rasta? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Everyone's been waiting for you, man. We had hundreds of people here waiting for you.
Yeah, so glad.
So you called me up earlier and you were like all excited about this. What was it? What happened?
Well, I've had quite the travels from you.
Yeah.
Squeaky ass chair because it's so loud. You just sit on the ground here, and I don't like that squeaking chair.
Yeah. So you went to a reggae festival, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I went to a reggae festival down in Ashland, all the way down. It's like 5 hours south of here.
Yeah.
And it was quite the trek. We went on a massive adventure because I had pillows that had been getting gathered up for quite a long time to take down there. And yeah.
It rained on all your pillows.
Oh man, there's such a story to tell.
Yeah.
Let me just
get it together. Yeah.
Let me just get started with it.
Yeah.
Because It's a wild story, man. The pillows. I gave all my pillows away for free. People down there because they were, they got rained on because of some type of magic spell that happened. The rain came down, rained on the pillows, and so instead of just like my pillows being ruined, instead of them just being like, just I don't want to not have my pillows.
Yeah.
Like I decided I'm gonna take that labor of love, that energy that I put into it, and I'm gonna transpire it, and I'm gonna give it to people. Because like if I had to put my pillows in a bag or something, they would have, they would have, they would have gotten stale or gotten kind of stinky.
Yeah. You use good materials and stuff, right? Like really nice stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I use all the finest materials that you can find. Like that. I mean, I had a nice array of dope pillows. Like if you can, if
I
you
remember
see the
you showed me was it on the show?
the setup. I mean, I made a YouTube video actually with my pillows.
Really?
You can show my YouTube video actually of me at the festival with the pillows.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it on my YouTube channel.
I'm looking it up right now.
Rockstone was my pillow.
So we got
yeah, it's an epic adventure. It's a lot to digest, and there's so much that happened, so much that transpired. I went through smoke of the fires. A lot of sacred land that I love and cherish burned down.
Right here, the pillows. Yeah. So
blessed love. We're here at the Oregon Reggae Fest.
Is this it?
Smoky
Probably.
skies, but now yes, sir. Blue up above, and I come to you with love. Yes, I. We're here. I got the Rockstone pillows full right here. Oregon Reggae Fest. It's a beautiful thing.
yeah.
Came and finally set up shop here, and check out the booth here. Look how beautiful it is! Like pillow I just made before we came down.
Dude, that one is like cymatics. It looks like friggin' a turtle shell, a tortoise.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that one's a dope pillow. Oh, you got your floaty on. We're getting ready to go dip in the Jackson Well Springs to get some wellness on before the big festival starts. Have some good, refreshing vibes.
We should have had good
reggae music all day long. We're gonna live it up. This is what life's all about right here. Got these stickers Luna made, the Rasta Nation stickers, these Rasta hats here. These are some lavender pouches.
Running these tables is fun though.
Yeah, man. More Rasta hats and pillows and pillows and pillows. Some pillows glow in the dark. You got deep pockets that go inside. Got some that are organic buckwheat whole pillows. So nice to lay your head upon. So refreshing.
The chakras.
And we got so many pillows. Today is going to be the greatest day ever. We're going to live it up for real. You're such a big girl. Oh, I love you so much.
Yeah, my daughter's getting big.
This is my favorite pillow right here, brother Bob Marley. I gave that pillow away for free.
Yeah.
The Bob Marley pillow.
Yeah. You gave it away for free.
I gave it away for free.
You know what people are telling me? That you should make a Rasta bear pillow with your, like, somehow, whatever, put you on it.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah, that would be cool.
That's what everybody wants. A few people were asking, saying,
I want everybody to have the pillows.
You should make a Rasta bear pillow, dude.
Right there. And we got the big crystal on top for the Rockstone pillows. We got these magnifying lenses here. for lighting the fire with the power of Jah Sun. The sun comes down and shines down from above. And you light up the chalice. You take solar hits with the magnifying lenses. You ever taken a solar hit?
No. Well, actually, yeah. When you light the weed with the lens, instead of light, yeah, it works.
And I got a box of Bagwan here. The box of the Bagwan. All this Bagwan.
You take a magnifying glass, and you light your weed with the sun instead of using a match or anything, and it works if the sun is hot, which it shall be.
Memorabilia, so we can discuss and reason about the Bagwan. Yes, I. So we're gonna have a time here at Jackson Wellsprings today. If you're anywhere in the area, come down and check the vibes because it's gonna be so real. It's the Most High Jah. Him bless this day. Him bless every day. Every day is such a good day to be here on this mama earth.
Nice, Rasta.
Give thanks. Look, we got booths down there.
I love the accent.
We got my brethren down there.
The
reggae vibes. Yeah, man. When I go to reggae festival, I start speaking in patos. You just automatically start talking like a Rasta man.
Yeah. I've never been to one. I'll go to one.
Got the food. Yes. Such a beautiful day. Look at the sky. Look at this. Look at the sky. It was the most hazardous smoke you could possibly imagine when we got here Thursday night.
I ran out of paper.
We got to hotel because I couldn't do it in the smoke with my little kids. But then I went to the hotel and I got down on my knees and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed to the Most High Jah that He will open up the skies and make the skies blue for us here. And yes, here we are. So give thanks and praise the Most High Jah, Rastafari, Emperor Ali Selassie I the First, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, elect of Jah, Rastafari, Jah, blessed love.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I grabbed some rolling papers off the table from
the
one I did with Chicken Farmer. That was fun.
Yeah, so we got down there, right, and it was all smoky. Like we got down there to set up the booth, and it was just a pile of smoke. And we got down there, and the pile of smoke was just the fire started right before we got, before the night before, and we roll up and we're just like, oh, what is this?
What fire is that?
There's a fire. It's outside of Cave Junction on like 199. It's like the Highway of the Gods is what it's called, I think. I don't know if you can look it up.
I can. I'm just hold on a second.
There's like an Oregon fire.
I can't do. I got two hands. right now they're busy.
But anyways, yeah, there was a big fire going on, just like between California and Oregon, and there's fires everywhere going on right now.
Yeah. All right. Which one were you just saying though? I'll look it up.
Which fire am I saying? The one on the highway of it's the Pacific Coast Highway.
Pacific Coast
Highway. It goes
Highway.
from like Grants Pass
over
to the 101.
I just put up Pacific Coast
Highway
fires. We'll see what we get. FAWC wildlife fire. Hold on. No, that's not it. No. It's not giving me that. It's not giving it to me.
It's not giving anything?
Well, it's giving me Maui. British Columbia wildfires intensify. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, wait up. Record heat boosting wildfire risk in Pacific Northwest, perhaps?
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Either way, it's worth sharing.
Yeah.
Not boosting wildfire risk. So
Yeah, it was a massive fire.
Yeah, that's not it. But either way, so there's fires going off everywhere. Like
So
basically.
like we got down there, right? And we, I was a vendor, and we got down there, and there was a threat of like, like it was borderline. They should cancel the festival.
Yeah, they were already
because the smoke
got
level.
there. They were talking about canceling it.
Yeah, well, no, they weren't going to, because the smoke level is in the 500s parts per million in the sky, and like so, I was kind of just I had a real weird energy when I got there, because I was like, damn, I just brought my two little girls down here, drove 5 hours from nice air down here into just like the thick of it.
It could turn into like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah,
in
it
a
was
second.
like what did I just bring my daughters into?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a nightmare situation, like 100% nightmare situation.
Yeah.
And so like we got there, it was, probably like midnight or so when we arrived, and they were setting up, and people were camping out there in the smoke, and I'm like, this is crazy. These people are like, these Rastas are crazy dudes. Like, what the hell are they doing out there? And
Yeah.
they're like setting up their tents and stuff, and like it's like no thing. Like they're gonna keep doing the festival
no matter what.
Yeah. And so like I reasoned with a couple of the brethren there, and I told them, I'm like, we can reason about some things, and Jah will provide and Jah will protect, and we had faith that Jah would come through and provide for this festival.
Yeah.
And so we're like, we're not canceling the festival.
No.
And we basically, I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, all right. So I set up a tent for a minute. My tent takes like 60 seconds to pop up. It's like one of those Insta tents. And so I set up my tent, and it was late. My girls were tired. I got them out of the truck and put them in the tent. And then I got kind of situated, and I got them on the phone. I got them asleep, and then I got looking on my phone, and I started looking at the air quality levels. And the air quality level down there was like 500 parts per million or more. It was like the worst of the worst that you could have. It's like super hazardous. And so I was like freaking out. I'm like, my youngest daughter that was with me is 4. I'm like, I'm not gonna have her down here in this.
How far away is it from where you're at? Like how many hours drive?
It's 5 hours away from my house.
Yeah, that's far.
And and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna put them through being in the smoke.
Yeah, it's tough. Like when you have the little kids, it's
like why would I do that?
Yeah.
And it's like, just to sell a pillow. I'm like, fuck that. And so I basically I made a a captain decision, and I'm like, no, we're leaving. We're pulling the plug.
Decision. Yeah.
We drove all the way down there, and so we pulled the plug, and I woke my girls up, and I packed my tent up, and I was like, we're out. And I told them I was going to go and pray.
Yeah.
And this is the amazing thing. Like, it's so wild because, like, like they didn't they didn't you know that it was a lot of weird energy, because like this smoke is from the devil. The
Yeah,
smoke is straight from the dragon.
yeah, you
Brought the smoke.
you could feel it, right?
Yeah, you could feel the smoke from the
Yeah.
dragon. Like you could feel that he doesn't like it's good-hearted people, good energy people. He doesn't want people to gather and praise Jah. He doesn't want people to gather and give thanks and praise the Most High Jah.
Yeah,
And so
I get it.
he
So he was fighting back.
he was
He's like
bringing
trying
that smoke to try and
Yeah.
cancel our festival, try to
That's-
cancel our gathering of our tribe of people.
And
that were gonna-
weren't you telling me that they did a rain dance, some sort of rain ceremony, and they?
Oh,
made
that's coming. Don't worry.
All right. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, there's witches in this story. This story is wild.
Yeah, all right,
This story is wild.
I want to interrupt
It's
you.
all by the glory of the Most High Jah. It's all by the glory of God that He provided. He made a way. He parted the skies for us. He did what He did. Because I packed up my tent.
When you have
I
a
got my
bunch of
girls
people
back
that,
in the truck, right?
yeah.
And now it's like super late. I'm exhausted. I mean, I've driven 5.5 hours. I had no idea I was driving into like a hellish situation. And I'd driven 5.5 hours, and then all of a sudden I you know, I didn't know where we were gonna go. I'm like, what hotel am I gonna go to? I went to like 3 different hotels, right? And each hotel was booked. There was firefighters coming in to fight the fires, and like it seemed like there was no escape from the situation. Like I was just like I was really getting scared because I was just me and my two innocent little girls, and we're here 5 hours away from our house, and we're in thick smoke, right?
Yeah.
And so then I just drive up the road a little bit further, and then the Most High Jah, He led me to this place called the Comfort Inn.
Yeah. Was it good there?
And I went in the Comfort Inn.
Yeah.
And they had a room for me.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what the room number was? It was 101.
101.
They gave me the room number 101.
And you know what? This is episode 321.
Wow.
Yeah, your episode 321.
And so that right when I got my key to the room,
yeah,
and it was room number 101, I knew that the good Lord, the Most High Jah, had my back. That's angel code.
Yeah,
He's like, oh,
that happens to me too, Rasta. It's like
101, and then we walked into the room, right? And like we walk in, and like the blankets are flowing, and just like making these really cool sounds, and like it's almost like when we got into the beds, they felt like we were floating in clouds. Like it was it was just like a heavenly room that we got. And like because I'd stopped at the Hilton, I'd stopped at other hotels, and no place had a place for me.
No, it's tough sometimes to find a hotel like that night right away. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yet I found a place, right? Yeah. And so I got my girls into the hotel room, and I laid them in bed. And then the first thing I did after that was I went I went somewhere in the hotel room, and I dropped down on my knees and I prayed to the Most High Jah.
Yeah.
I prayed harder than I've ever prayed in my entire life. I prayed and I thanked Him. I closed my eyes with all my reverence, all my heart, all my love, all my appreciation. I said, thank you, God. Thank you for providing me with shelter for me and my little my two little girls, thank you for showing us the way. Thank you for giving us a place where we are safe and protected. And the Most High provided that. He gave us that. And I felt his presence with me when I said that prayer. Because now, right now, like this whole thing, what we're talking about right now, like the main message that I'm sending to every one of you who are listening to me right now is that prayer is the answer.
Yeah.
But you have to believe it, and you have to have faith in the Most High, because the Most High is going to protect us. He's going to provide us. We don't need anything else other than his abundant love.
Yeah, it's true.
We don't need anything else other than the Most High's abundant love. And I say that straight from the bottom of my heart, because I've been in the counsel of the Almighty. I've laid in his counsel, because when I was there in the hotel room, we were there for the first night. And then, then the next day I had messaged some of my other friends that were setting up booths and stuff there, and, rallied some other people to come. And we were trying to figure things out, because we didn't know if they were going to cancel the festival or what. And the whole time I was in that hotel room praying that the Most High, please turn the sky blue above Ashland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Turn it blue. And my prayer was answered. I'm telling you, like, it was 500 parts per million smoke. And then the next day, by the time when my good brethren Alcyon Massive, who was set to perform at 6:30, when he came on, we had just got done. We went out.
How many days? Wait, how many days is the Rasta festival?
It was a 2-day festival.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, and thank God it was 2-day festival, because this has been just like the wildest thing of you could ever imagine. Like, I'm not even like,
no, that is crazy, dude.
because my good brethren Alcyon Massive, he came on, right?
Yeah.
And performed, and we went down and we checked the vibes, and we enjoyed the show, and we rocked it out. And then I was there, and I was happy that my prayer had been answered, right?
Yeah.
That the festival, the smoke had cleared, and that people were gathering.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, I was bummed out because, I drove all the way down there to do my pillows.
Yeah.
And I didn't set up. It was like day one of the festival, and we were just down there as like concert goers at that point.
Yeah.
When I'm like, well, I worked my ass off to make these pillows. I want the people to have the pillows.
Yeah.
So we went. So we saw my friend Alcyon Massive play, and then we saw a little bit more music, and then we went back to the hotel that night. We left kind of early, just because.
Sometimes you got to cut your losses.
Just because like I was kind of exhausted from the whole deal, and plus like it was overwhelming for me, and so we went back to the hotel and I regrouped.
Yeah.
And I rest that night, and I told myself, I'm like, the next morning I'm gonna get up. I got up at 6 in the morning the next morning, and got all my stuff together, and I'm like, I'm gonna roll up in there the next morning. I'm gonna set up my booth. And we're going to do this. We're going to do the Rockstone pillows. And so I got everything gathered, and I rolled in there and set up my booth. At the next morning we went and we got coffee at this cool little coffee shop in downtown Ashland. And when we were in there, we've been there before, and last time we were there, we had a mystical experience. This time, when we were at the coffee shop, and they had pastries and stuff, and so it was me and my two girls, and I had this guy that was sitting next to us take a picture of me and the girls, and I told him we were down for the festival and whatnot, and then I told him I make pillows, and then you know what he told me?
Yeah.
He said he used to make pillows.
Really? Yeah. Wow.
It's like when have you ever sat down next to somebody? When have
I
you ever
make
met
pillows, and
somebody
it's like,
else that's
I
made a
used to do
pillow?
that too.
When have you ever met another pillow maker?
I've never met a pillow maker ever.
And so like I'm at this coffee shop, and this guy, I forget I wish I could remember his name, but yeah. He was a pillow maker also, and so we started talking about pillows,
Yeah.
and I was like, that is quite the synchronicity right there,
Yeah.
don't you know? And so then
Did
we
he
went.
teach you anything? Did he teach you anything new about making pillows? Anything different?
No, it was just I think some of these things are just little signs, you know, like
Yeah.
they're just little signs here and there,
Yeah.
you know, that you're on the path.
I like to look at other artists the way they do things and see, you know what I mean, and try to pick things up as you go. You know,
Yeah,
with
exactly.
all
I mean,
art.
if I had more time, I would have discussed with a lot of these people, because I
Yeah.
mean, this story gets crazier. Because I mean, now to back it up a little bit, while I was in the hotel room, you know, and chilling because we had the hotel for 2 nights, you know, and the second night I was sitting there on Facebook, and I was looking, and I saw a post from my dad's mom or my dad's wife that she had said that he was going into surgery because like
Oh, man.
my dad, I'd never met my dad right till I was 30 years old. I decided I didn't even want to meet my dad because he wasn't there in my life, and I was just like, well, you know, one day I was just like tripping out the gorge, and I was looking out at the Columbia River, and I was like, all of a sudden this thought came to me. It's like, I want to meet my dad.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
flew out.
Eventually, you'd want to do it, I think.
Exactly. And so I reached out to him, and
So it was probably just like pride that was making you not want to like.
well, no,
say
it's
it,
like
right? You had to
if
just
you're
get
gonna
over it.
abandon him, if you're gonna abandon a dude, you
Mhm.
know, like, you know, it's like you don't really deserve to meet me, you know, at some point.
Yeah.
It's like that pride thing.
Pride, yeah, pride.
But it's like if you put that past that, the forgiveness that Jesus Christ offers of all of us, you know, the Christ forgiveness that we can just forgive one another.
We forgive everybody. We've even extended the olive branch of truth. To
Exactly.
people.
I was just thinking about Ceiling Fan Man today, and I want to send him a text and be like, "Are you sure we cannot be friends, Mr. Ceiling Fan Man? Because I love you.
Yeah,
I really do. I want to extend the branch to you because you know, it's like why Christ gives us forgiveness,
Yeah.
and Christ wants everyone to be free, everyone to be saved. All you have to do is believe in Christ and pray to him. It's not difficult. You don't have to like do these magic chants and do a special
Dance around.
I mean, I'm a Rastafarian.
You can if you want, but you don't have to.
I'm a Rastafarian, and people are like, well, that's not Christian. Well, it's like, yes, it is. It's a direct descendant of King David, straight from the root of Solomon, you know, all the way back. It's Solomonic knowledge, and it's straight, legit, and it's righteous. And I've been received commandments straight from the Most High that it is righteous and it is holy. And so, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Christ offers forgiveness. And so I forgive my father. And I met him. But even though I went and I met him with my son, we flew over there, you know, it was, you know, years ago, me and my son, and and my mom, and I met my brother and sister over there, and it was on Father's Day actually, and me and my sister actually got to go see Fish on Father's Day over there, in Virginia, when I met my dad. And so that was a spectacular moment in my life when I met my dad.
Yeah.
And but I met him, and then I saw him one other time, but then I kind of just didn't talk to him anymore after that. Like it wasn't that I didn't not like him. It's just like I didn't have much to say. But then I saw this Facebook post while I was, in this hotel, and I said to myself, I'm like, I should call my dad. And so I gave my dad a call, and I called him because he had just had his toe amputated from diabetes.
Jesus.
He, the boomer generation, they didn't really have good diet and whatnot.
Or maybe it was from something else too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is from diet,
yeah.
and unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
my mom's got problems in her legs too. Something's going on.
So he had his big toe amputated, and then I guess he was in the hospital about to have his other toe amputated as well. And so I called him, and I talked to him for a long time. I called him and talked to him, and I prayed with him. And the thing with the prayer thing is, like, it's something that I haven't really done as much as I should have in life. Like, I'm not like somebody who, like, just like, you hear people talking about praying all the time.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a great thing to do, but then, like, you never really do it yourself. You hear somebody talk about it, but you never just do it. And it's like, why do you never just pray to the Most High? Why do you never just close your eyes just say some simple words to the Most High?
For some reason, when the sun rises, you know what I mean? Like, when I see the sun coming up, I always say the Lord's Prayer, and I always pray.
Exactly.
And then I pray at night. I say thank you.
And so, I said this special prayer, and I prayed with my dad. And then I joked with my dad too, and I was like, it was a funny joke about how he at least wouldn't stub his toe anymore, because, like, when you always worry about stubbing your big toe, it's not going to stub it anymore now that it's amputated. I was just trying to be lighthearted with him, right?
Yeah.
And make some lighthearted humor. And so then I called my sister too. My sister, she just lost her husband recently, a year ago. He was one of those who died suddenly. And him and I had a real spat on Facebook about the procedure. And I was real adamant about it. And then, like, he was really kind of on the other side about it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he died suddenly. And it was really hard on my sister.
Yeah.
It was something that was difficult. So I gave her a call, and told her, that everything's okay. And I talked about her.
Sage man, look at him, dude. Go ahead.
I talked about, all the things, and a lot of that's irrelevant. I'm not going to get too deep into that story. I prayed with my sister also. But then let's get back to the reggae festival now.
Yeah. Go back.
Okay.
Go back.
So I'm at the reggae festival, and I went in, we set up my booth. You saw the video, the vibes were up. I took my daughters to the hot springs because there's like this natural hot springs there where you can, like, swim. There's a swimming pool.
All right, I have questions about the hot springs real quick. So How hot is the water?
It's not that hot. It's like a hot tub that's like spring fed and then a swimming pool. But it's like sacred water. Like
And
when you get in
it's
the
okay for
water,
people to go in.
yeah. And when you get in the water, you feel it. It's like medicine. The water is like
I mean,
medicine. You get in and you're just like, you feel like a gazillion dollars when you get in
Yeah.
that water. You're like, you're just like just beaming
Yeah.
when you're in that water. It's like,
I
it changes
think I'm
you.
going there. Some hot springs.
Like if you live anywhere near Southern Oregon, you know, like I highly recommend going and checking out the Jackson Well Springs Resort because like it'll change your life. Like just dipping into that water, it's like being baptized. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you get in that water and it is
It's like
purification.
being born again.
Yeah, it's like being born again.
Yeah.
And that's just something that is so pure and righteous. And so we
yeah, it is.
and that reminds me too, because I just started going to this church here in Portland, and this church is like so amazing. Like this is my ministry that we're starting here in Portland. This church, it's called All City Church, and we have like they have skate ramps set up outside the church. There's like hundreds of kids out skateboarding. They play reggae music at the church. The pastor's he used to be a pro skater. He used to be sponsored by like Vision Streetwear.
There is
And
a lot of good
he's got
reggae
like full
songs.
sleeve tattoos,
Yeah.
and he comes out and preaches with a ball cap on. Like this ain't no normal church. Like this is home. Like my daughters are up in there serving pancakes, and we're doing it here in Portland. We're doing it big.
Yeah, doing it big.
Yeah,
Huge.
man. Like
Boom,
we
baby.
are doing it. And just this last Sunday before we went to the reggae festival was they had this big gathering. It was called All Ethnicity Church, where like they have multiple different like Filipino community and a few different communities like the Hispanics and whatever. They all gather on different services, but we all gathered together this last Sunday, and they did baptism where like they baptized like 18 people, and then all of a sudden like people just started coming out of the woodworks getting baptized. Like they were done with.
I would do it. I baptize them.
They were done with the people who were being baptized, and then all of a sudden, one after another, baptized, and and the pastor's like, I could do this all day, and like all the different multicultural communities, they all brought food, right?
Nice.
And like there was like this huge feast after
all different cultural foods.
Oh yeah, multicultural.
Yeah,
smorgasbord. Just like it was the most phenomenal experience of my life. Like I was crying at church. Like tears were coming down my eyes because of the joy and the goodness and the Spirit of the Most High was there, and people were being baptized and dipped in the water, and then we all ate and broke bread together. I mean, I've met people at this church. The drummer at the church, he had a flat Earth shirt on. Like he's like totally on board with the same stuff we're on. Like this is like I had this vision back in the wintertime of this church.
My experience at the rave was not what you're talking about, but I seen some cool lights.
this church, yeah, I mean the rave culture and stuff is cool and all. Like it's cool, but like the thing with like Rasta and like the church thing is like it's all about giving glory to God. You know, like you have to wrap it back in and give the glory back to the Most High.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're giving it to the other.
It's all about praising God.
Yeah.
And
it's a Luciferian system that we're in. And if you're not giving glory to God, then you're putting the glory somewhere else. And that's what it's all about. And so this like the church that we are a part of now, like we're doing big things here. We're gonna start some music at the church here soon. We're gonna start like recording, and it's gonna be a huge ministry that's going to be going down here in the belly of the beast, mind you.
And you
Portland,
got
Oregon.
and you got a platform to help them too. That's good.
Exactly. We're in Portland, Oregon, the belly of the beast, and we're doing this. This is like revival
I
central.
put Rasta Bear's channel
People are
in the
coming
description.
to
If anyone
Christ.
needs to find him.
People are coming to the Most High, and it like this is confirmation that the Rastafarians are part of the tribe. You know, like part of the Christ culture. It's all one. We're all unity. We're all one love, one heart, one aim, one soul, one destiny. Give thanks and praise to the Most High, Emperor Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari. And you know, if you don't understand it, then learn your history, because here's the thing now. So we set up the booth, right? We went swimming once, and then we were having a good day. The skies were completely blue, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, blue skies from like the smoke. And so then it started to get hot, and so my daughters wanted to go swimming a second time. My other daughter was already over at the pool, and so me and my younger daughter, we were walking to go do the swimming again. And this is where it gets really wild. Okay, this is where your mind might get blown, because we were walking back to the hot springs, right? And we were walking through this sacred, like, ceremonial area. It was like a covered, like, dome area. It was called the Kashba, and this thing had fallen. It was down, like it was like a cabinet thing that held chairs. You know, like it folds down, and there's chairs that are stacked in there, and it was folded down. And as I was walking into that room, I tripped and almost stubbed my toe. Right? I tripped and almost stubbed my toe on my way in there. And as I tripped and almost stubbed my toe, I caught myself, and I'm like, look. I looked over, and there was these people there gathered, and I started telling them the story about my dad, because he just had his toe removed and whatnot, and it tied into me. You know, I told him that toe stubbing story, right, and all this, and then I asked them what they were there doing, and they were there discussing the lineage of King Solomon. And this is where it gets crazy, because like just this last year, back in December, right, I just randomly decided to change my last name. And this name came to me, and it just happened to be Solomon. I chose to change my last name to Solomon.
You did it?
Yes. I changed my last name to Solomon, and the lady that was like,
I changed my name too.
That's
Raymondson.
Well, the reason I changed, and here's the reason I changed my last name. Let me explain, because my I'd never met my dad, right? His last name's Buckley, and so my mom's maiden name is Simmons. You know, like we you know, I went by that forever, and then for forever my mom married my stepdad, you know, and she took on this other name, and I took on his name. And then after, like, they divorced, like, he left, and I still carried this dude's name that's no longer in our family. And so I'm like, I need to change my name. And I'm like, I just randomly decided to change it to Solomon, because that's what came to me. And the woman that was doing this discussion, she basically told me, she was like, you know, she's like, said King Solomon had thousands of children with different women to spread out his lineage.
Yeah.
He you know, he wanted to spread his seed across the land, you know, his lineage of King Solomon. And it was then that I knew that I am from the lineage. I'm from the line of King Solomon. Like I am from direct descendant of King Solomon. And I feel that and I know that to be true. Like that is me of who I am. And like I own that now. Where it's like I always felt something but up until then, but now I'm sure that I am from the lineage of Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
And I I feel that I was put here for some massive purpose that is transpiring right now.
So you're
And
talking about, is it Solomon, the King Solomon from the Bible?
yes, King Solomon, the son of
Yeah.
King David, the which the straight up, you know, Emperor Haile Selassie is the lineage of
Solomon's
King
temple.
Solomon. It's all straight the family.
He's a Freemason.
Well, yeah,
Right?
whatever you want to. I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, whatever you want to say. I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly,
I don't know either. For sure.
I don't even know, and I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like all I know is good
I don't
and
care.
bad. You know, I feel good energy and bad energy. I can sense it. You know, I'm guided by the good energy, and the bad energy constantly
Yeah.
tries to attack me and bring me down.
Oh, definitely. For me too. It's like they can smell it, dude. It's like they can smell the good energy coming off of you, and then they try to
Exactly.
suck you down. And then they do sometimes. They do suck you down. So you got to get yourself out of that.
Exactly. And so once I found this out from this lady, right? You know, and then she was going to go into this whole talk, and I've got my little 4-year-old with me, and I'm like, I don't have time for all this shit. You know, I'm not going to listen to your whole spiel. You know, you told me what I needed to hear, and so like and so like we went swimming at that point, right? And we swam for a while again, and it was nice. And then all of a sudden, when we were coming back, like they were doing some funky shit. Like the group of people, like because remember, like if you read the Bible, King Solomon, he got into some like black magic and stuff like that, and that's where
so, yeah.
he fell out of the graces of the Most High, because like he dabbled in some things that weren't pleasing to God.
Yeah.
Right. And so these people, they.
One more fun fact about King Solomon is most judges in the courthouses in the United States want to be like King Solomon when they judge their cases.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They they gathered in this circle, right? And they were doing this sigil magic. And what they were doing was they were envisioning themselves standing in water, right? Up to their knees in water. And then envisioning the wind and the land and the air. And they were doing like some crazy shit. And what resulted from them doing this is, even though it wasn't forecast in the weather, it started to hail. Like we had a freak hailstorm come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
And it almost ruined the festival. It almost ruined the festival.
It was almost like the whole festival that they're dancing around, singing to God like it says you're supposed to do in the Bible. Like God likes when people sing songs about Him and sing to Him, and they're like celebrating God, and then this whole big hellfire rained down on the friggin' festival, and then in the end it was still lighting back up, and everyone still had a good time.
Yep, it was that, and then it was good, and then these people they did this sigil magic. And then all of a sudden, God's like, I'm shutting this shit down right now. He turned on the faucet and just like.
What's the sigil magic? What is it?
Where it's like you use symbols and you use real intended magic, and so like they brought the water from the sky, like with using their magic.
What, they had like witches there or something?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
witchcraft type shit.
Yeah.
And
happened?
so I had to counter it, and like
Yeah.
it was rough because here's what happened. Like my pillows got I had a tent on my pillow booth, but like my pillows still got rained on, you know, and like when pillows get wet, you know, it's like who wants a wet soggy pillow? You know, all my pillows. And it's like it wasn't rain in the forecast, and like all of a sudden
So you seen the witches doing sigil stuff, and then it
I saw them
rained?
do it, and then one of them came up afterwards and told me that they like
They meant to
exactly
make it
what they
rain?
were doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got total confirmation that that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's cool. That's crazy. It's cool though, but it's crazy. But how
And
do
so
they do it?
then, but then I went out to this other area where they had like this gong, and like I was praying once again and chanting, and through my prayers and my chants and stuff, like after like the second I was done praying and chanting, the rain stopped again.
Yeah.
So like but at that point it took all my energy away. Like it was like really just like it was a real energy exchange for me to have to like really counter what they had done.
Dude, I have days like that where it sucks so much of my energy away that like I can't do nothing at night. I'm like,
And
yeah.
and so then I get back there, and there was this other witch there too, and like you could just tell she was a witch. She had like a blue face and like these white lips, and like it was really just spooky shit, man. Like it was not normal. And
Yeah. Did they come in the daytime or at night? Was it like nighttime when they showed up?
I mean, she was there, but she was hidden back in the trees. Like she was sitting under a tree, and she was like playing with feathers and like berries and like
It was like voodoo type stuff.
it was voodoo type shit. Like
Yeah.
beyond like I knew instantly. I'm like, this is twisted shit right here. This witch is here to like not only just like target the festival, but to target me personally. And basically,
but they just allow all people in, so it's just
yeah. I mean, it's a festival, so I mean, and a lot of people aren't going to be like, "Oh, that's a witch."
They probably didn't
You know,
know at
like
first.
not most people can't just like see somebody and be like, "That's a witch."
If I was a witch trying to set up, I wouldn't set up like a witch at first either. You know what I mean? I would make it look like a regular table, and then eventually the witch would come out.
But in the end, though, like I countered the whole deal. I even gave the witch a pillow.
Yeah.
I gave her one of my pillows.
Yeah, I mean who knows what they believe, but
because like the thing was like
they don't all believe in Satan. Some of them.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, there are good witches. You know, like that's the thing. But like
They just
playing
believe
with
in
witchcraft still,
nature, the natural order of things.
You don't know what you're doing when you're messing with witchcraft. Like you're really playing with fire. You know, like it all has like a you know, something you know, an exchange.
But there is some witches that are evil that really worship Satan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And so I you know, like the thing was like wanting to just make me be in despair because like all my shit got rained on, you know, and instead of me doing that, instead of me being like bummed out that my thing got rained on, I flipped the script on them, and I just started going up to everybody and asking them to come over to my booth and take a free pillow. Just take a pillow. Because like I want people to have my pillows, and I knew that if they just took it, they would be able to take it home and dry it, you know, and be able to use it. And
when I was setting up at my table, there was this dude. He was a rapper, right? He was a black dude, and he was from New York.
I gotta use the restroom.
And he came up and was like, "If I spit a rap for you, really good, will you give me some weed?" And I'm like, let's hear it, right? So eventually, dude, he rapped, and it was really good. But I should have got it on video, but I didn't. But I hooked him up. It was cool.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Just 1 second.
It's all right, Rasta. I had a table. I have to bring up my other channel. Yeah, it probably is. No, not that one. Where is it? Yeah, was this it? Yeah, this is it. All right. I caught some footage, but it was like, I could tell that, people were just trying to have a good time, and they weren't trying to, they didn't want to, be on camera and stuff. So I just kind of kept it to myself. But I got some footage.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, this was my table. You got this, right? All right. Let's see what we got going on there. This was at the rave.
Nice.
The rappers are from Smooth Groove Productions. Anyone there? Yeah. The whole thing was set up by them. So for some reason, right, every time I went in that room, dude, that was the whole place where they had all the rooms set up, Rasta, and every time I went in, it was like my live stream cut off. Let's see, I think I got some of it though. Hold on. I don't know why I came out like that. Yeah, there it was. I gotta fix it. They had that room was the hip hop room.
Right.
Oh no. They had, you know what they had in that room, Rasta?
What's that?
In that room they had laser lights on the ceiling, right? That were look like snakes that were moving around, right? And they said that that was the top of its lighting, the newest lighting system out, and it was friggin' the first time it's ever been used, the newest model of this new one, that the prototype that they were testing out, and it was some crazy shit, dude. But then that was just where DJs was spinning, and then this is where the rappers were, and then there was at first, but they moved it around, and then there was another room that I didn't even get that was dude, when you walk to the bathroom, Rasta, all right, I didn't even realize there was a bathroom or a room there, right? So it's you walk into the bathroom and it's fucking lights just shining all over you. You can't even see yourself to even use the bathroom. And then there's friggin' a room right outside of the bathroom that had the best lights, with the guy with the really a really good DJ scratching. It was nuts. His lights was the best. I didn't catch it, but his lights and his system was the best.
That's basically what I kind of like. You see the DJ? But that was like when it was first starting, dude. Like friggin' after it got dark and it got late and people showed up, it was crazy. I was like, I don't even feel like filming.
Yeah.
Just too much work. And then you know what happened, Rasta? Was like, okay. So we were sitting there and we were using the lights on this patio. That's why we were out back. Like we weren't inside because like we were sitting under these lights on the patio where everybody was setting up tables. So we just kind of set up a table. And like then the lights went out, right? And there was this dude, I was sitting there, right? And at first we were the only table there that had anything, like any, you know, and then like this other table set up. But I didn't notice them setting up, right? I was just sitting there the whole time chilling and then like talking to people and shit. And the next thing I know, I look over and there was another table set up like next to us, like in front of us. And it was like they had like better like lighting and they had like more like jars with fucking. I went over and looked at their weed. It was like the same as ours. It was like, but they just had more jars with fucking labels on them and more their shit a little bit more together, you know. And then when they cut the lights, because the you know like eventually they got to cut the lights to make it dim because it's bothering people's eyes, you know.
Yeah.
And like to do the whatever laser shows they were doing and light shows and shit. Like it was like almost being at like the science museum or something, dude. It was like they had like professional like lights, like and DJs and like it was crazy, dude. The shit they were doing, but like I walked into one room, right, and it looked like it was warped, and it was like all the lights were like these bright spotlights, but they were like orange, neon, yellow. You know what I mean? Like orange, neon, yellow, and they were changing to like a neon green. Like a yellow to green, and then they had like these dots on the ceiling that were the same colors, and they were moving in and out like this with the friggin' thing, and the whole room just was like looked like it was like wobbling and tilting and shit, and you could like see the dots coming from the ceiling down in front of your face and shit. It was nuts. I was like, I wish you can't even catch it on camera. It's like you just gotta be there. You know, they didn't want. You know, I could tell people didn't really want to be on camera. So
yeah,
you know, I would have filmed the whole thing, but it wasn't my thing. So it was their thing.
Yeah.
But that's cool that you remember everything, dude. I noticed you have a really good memory, dude. Like I don't remember. Like I don't remember every single little moment of every little.
I don't always, but sometimes I do. I mean, honestly, I think we all remember everything. You know, we do.
I try to.
It's just a matter of how we recall it.
What I'm saying is like it's about being mindful, right? It's about like being in the moment so that you can remember the moment at the moment because that's all that matters. Like the past is the past and it happened, right? And we can't do nothing to change that. Right? The future really didn't happen yet. So we don't, you know, we can worry about it if we want to, but it didn't happen. And the only thing you have right now to change is right now and what's going on in front of you at the time, in the moment. So you have to like stay in the moment to be able to remember the moments. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So the reality of the thing is, you know, like, you know, I was down there in the fires, and then I came up here. You know, I drove through Eugene, and there's fires going on out there. Burnt down a lot of sacred areas, and there's fires. up here. You know, they're smoking us out. And
we were looking at the fires earlier, and dude, they're not natural.
no,
Like,
no, they're
way,
definitely not natural.
They all look the same afterwards, kind of.
It's you know, it's definitely something. I mean, we're being attacked. It's an attack, and it's a spiritual attack more than anything.
Yeah.
You know, like people's spirits are being just totally obliterated, especially those who don't have the protection from the Most High, that don't have like the protection that's gonna save them in this time, because the fire is gonna burn everything. Everything's gonna go here.
Did I ever tell you my story about it when I know I got the full armor of God? Dude, I was homeless, and every day I would pray in the morning, and I would say, "Protect me with the full armor of God," because I go out panhandling, and they'd be like friggin' cars flying at me, 16-wheelers and all kinds of shit, you know, all day for like as long as I would stand there. So I'd pray for the full armor of God, Rasta, right, every day in the morning before I went out. And then one day, a Muslim car drove up to me, right? A Muslim, right? And I would pray for the full armor of God for years, right? And then the Muslims drove up to me and they said, "Hey, do you want a Bible?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, you know what I mean? I was like, "I'll take it," because like they don't want it, right? Like, it wasn't like they were being mean. They were like, "Here, like you probably need a Bible." Like, they were Muslim. You know what I mean? Like, so and it was brand new, and it was the KJV, and it was still in the package, Rasta, right? And I was like, it was white. I still have it, right? And it's a nice one, right? And I was like, yeah, I took that. And then when I opened it up, you know how they have those little bookmarkers? They're like a piece of like string, like a string bookmark, right? It was opened up to the full armor of God, dude. Ephesians chapter 6. Like,
wow.
It was almost like God was like showing me, like, look, you have it. Like, stop praying for it every day. You know, it was crazy.
Yeah,
but not ever since then. Now I'm just invincible. I'm unbreakable.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can always call on the power of God. You know, like you can always trust that the Creator will provide for you, and because He wants to. He made this world for us. You know, like He made this whole world for us to enjoy and live.
Yeah.
And
that's why I help the homeless people out when I see them, because they're like, you know, I was there, and fucking dude, they're like the most spiritual people that there is. You know, like most of them. You know, it's crazy. Just give them a couple bucks. Everybody should, and then they'll be good for the day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, here it's like it's wild. They walk around like zombies, because you know, like there's a lot of the addicts, at least, you know, the fentanyl addicts and stuff. They're like straight zombified.
You could tell the difference, though.
You
could tell the difference between the people that are just straight. You can't help them. You know what I mean? And then there's some that are like, you know, really believe in God, and you can tell. They're just praying that they get out of that situation. You just gotta judge. You gotta use discernment on that one too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't just give all your you can't just give all your money out to friggin' people on crack and fentanyl.
Out here,
you can't do that.
More, Hispanic families, you know, like a woman with the stroller and a baby in the stroller just bumming for change. It's so heartbreaking to see them out there.
Yeah. Well, it's a bad addiction, dude. Like, if she's addicted.
No, she's not. I don't think she's addicted. She was just bumming for money. She needed money for.
Yeah, but you know, the good thing is there's good people out there that have the money that will help them. You know, and then she'll be on her way. You know.
Yeah.
There's people that pull up and give you tons of money just to help you out every day. The same people. It's like the same people show up every day to check on you.
Yeah, man.
After you go, you gotta be consistency is the key. You need to find a good spot, and you need to be consistent about it and show up at that spot every day, no matter what time of year it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
no, that's the truth, and
yeah,
yeah, but yeah, we're looking at some serious, crazy stuff coming up here. Like that, like somebody's saying that they're talking about more lockdowns coming, and
yeah.
and
What did you hear about that? More lockdowns. How they gonna try to lock us down this time?
well, I don't know. I think it's,
And then all right, here's the questions. How are they gonna try to lock us down this time? Are the people gonna fall for it again? And
well,
who
I
is
mean,
behind it?
some people say it's going to be climate lockdowns,
Yeah.
and the others say it's going to be because there's a new strain of the nonsense going around.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, this time it's going to be a lot harder to do, and I think that that's part of their agenda, because ultimately they just want civil unrest. Between two different sides, they want it to pop off.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, they definitely want wars and stuff like that.
because that will cause the most chaos.
And they make money off of wars too, man. And yeah, chaos, order out of chaos.
And and so I think like it's going to be some real challenging times. That's why like, we've really just got to like come together as a whole and pray
Yeah.
and prepare for this, because there's things, yeah, like I say, it's not going to get easier from here.
No.
And this thing in Maui is just
Nothing's getting easier.
Things are happening. Things are happening right now.
Yeah, crazy shit's happening over here.
But I don't know. I'm getting
My
pretty
RV
tired though. I don't know how tired you are.
I was gonna end the show a while ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I just wanted to come in and share my story of my reggae festival with you. I made it back safe, and
I'm glad that you did, Rasta.
And we got it there, and people got my pillows. I traded a T-shirt for some pillows and whatnot, but like there wasn't that many people there to buy my pillows, so
Yeah.
like people loved my
we
pillows.
started giving out freebies too at the end. We just like first we had like all these little like stickers like I had mud flood stickers. He had Crazy Rob stickers.
Yeah.
And we were like giving out buttons. He got like these hundreds of these little glow rings. Right, they were like rings that you put on your finger, but they were made out of like jelly. But like you press the button and they light up, and it was like all different colors, like neon. Like, and then he had like these ones that were like watches, that were like a spinner, right? Like it looked like a flower, like a sunflower, but it was like had like gems on it, and it spun. But you press the button and it would all light up and spin. And we like put them at the table and press the buttons, and they were like lighting up. And then like people were coming over to the table to take them, and then then we would talk to them.
Yeah. But yeah, we should all get some rest. Rest is good. And all y'all watching your show, you all should get some rest too.
Yeah.
It's time to go to bed, everybody.
It's time to go to bed. It was Rasta's late night with Ray.
I appreciate y'all waiting on me, because it took forever to put my girls to bed. They were
you
just hanging out.
You did a good job explaining it. I mean, you had a crazy experience.
Yeah,
and
it's
we
crazy.
Wrapped it up. We wrapped it up in one show.
Yeah, man. I wanted to get that story out there, because I'm not gonna be able to tell.
Is there anything else that you might have forgotten that you wanted to say?
I mean, no. That's pretty much the gist of it.
All right.
Not anything else of it really matters. Like that. It was a builder buddy exercise. It was more of like it was like the Pepsi challenge as opposed to vacation, for sure. Because like it was just one stressful thing after another. And it's like I need a vacation after my vacation because, like, you know, there wasn't one. The only relaxing part of it was actually swimming in the water. You know, the rest of the time, whenever I was out of the water, like there was some shit happening.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's good. It's good to be back. You know, and I learned a lot, especially the power of prayer. You know, that's my main message that I'm really stressing right now. Is that prayer is everything, and if you've never like wholeheartedly done it and just tried to pray, give it a try and really believe it, because like you can manifest whatever you need just through the power of prayer, because the Most High Jah wants to provide you with everything. Like He made this world for us.
yeah. Rasta, you get. It's weird, yeah. I've heard somebody else tell a story about I got the chorus down. It's the Mandela effect. We're shifting again. It's the Mandela effect. Everything's different again. You know? Yeah, ready? I started looking at the Mandela effect. It blew my mind. The shit wasn't correct. Trying to figure out just how it connects and what the fuck I was gonna do next. It's the Mandela effect. We're shifting again. The Monopoly man. Monocle is missing again. I think they even got to the Michelin man. In the Statue of Liberty, it keeps switching the hand.
Did you know your reality is being put to the test? The Panama Canal no longer runs east to west. Things you are sure happen never did in this reality. The crunchy cereal with the captain now has the apostrophe. I started noticing changes in like 2014. It was JFK, the 6th seat, and it seemed so obscene. Many people will try and call me a loon, but hold up, wait, they even changed the spelling of Looney Tunes.
Okay. I used to eat a Chick-fil-A every day before they added the K.
So what's causing this? Many want to know. Well, I don't think it's CERN. It's just a magic show. Satanists doing rituals while scamming mad dough. Sounds familiar, like liars that always show us the globe. NASA, NIST, CERN, and more. We really need to show these corrupt agencies the door. I don't think this phenomenon is caused by man. I think it's a great awakening, and maybe God trying to contact us the best way He can. For me, Flat Earth, Mandela, and our dreams are all connected. Looking to pull some people in that I can intersect with.
The bridge! Yeah, there it is. Alright, cool. So I didn't screw you over. Alright, cool. Alright, here we go. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Alright. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. Now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? We're the center. The sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with
the rocket. I'm not hard to get along with. Just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The style's a constant. You want a conversation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. You want it. Leave another useless comment in the morning. The earth is flat. Tell me what you gonna do about it. What you gonna do about it? We know it's flat. And there is a bunch of us. Them globies munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. With a Russian with the crew, don't forget to brush after your food. They got asteroids, asteroids, and asteroids too. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat. There's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. How did the very good problem. Line up with this. You know, and then I got this. I got Late Night Live. I don't know why. It's weird, you know. Somebody else passed.
Here we go again. Check it out. Yo, these mean streets is ice cold and callous. Where malice is blind, it lays waste to talented minds. I used to switch the cap off a bottle of Valentine and take another swig for every fallen pal of mine. Till my 40s was backwash and bottles was broken. Sniffing 40s and sacks off the side of a token. Now you boys better back off, don't try to provoke them. I put holes in your jacket, oh fuck the side of it soaking. Might of a sultan, it's a sight of a fighter revolting. The vibes of the rebel, look into the eyes of the devil, incite and insult them. You go see the sides of the metal, the hole you falling in, the dirt spilling from the side of the shovel. In summation, I done run around the nation now, all the way to Russia. Now they wanna rush him and try to take him down. I move mountains to make it happen, you feel the shaking ground. You ain't understood it, so I guess I better break it down. These dudes try taking my spine. They wanna come and take what I got. I ain't getting beat up or shot. These dudes try taking my spine. They wanna come and take what I got. I ain't getting beat up or shot. It ain't happening,
I'm in the crib, tripping and rolling, sniffing and smoking. Outside the pigs are patrolling, so picture this moment. Got a loaded gun, holding funds. Bunch of stolen ones, a brick stack of Benjamins, Molly, Bacardi, Coke, and rum. Headphones on, a hot beat, the drop heat. Grab my notebook, then I proceed to rock geek. This is my chance. Got a pistol in hand, shit on your mans, dissing them strands. Keep listening, fam, ripping the jam. So easy the kids understand. I'm the illest, so damn real. Make you piss in your pants. I'm the yard boy, got the whole world at my front door. I want more money, that's what I come for. Run yours, arms acrobatic in action. Monster madman, mathematics, I'm mashing. Earth the heathen disturbed. 30 heat in my word. Early chief in the herb degrees, 33 in the third. These dudes wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard. These dudes wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard.
Niggas disco rapping like Gloria Gaynor, while I splash the ink like a Renaissance painter. It's insane paragraphs stuck in my brain. I stretch out the canvas and staple a frame and pass it like a no-look. The gallery's my notebook where every single rhyme is tainted. This lead in the paint, ain't it? Amazing what I do with big pens. Van Gogh Starry Night painted again. I spit 16s in the chapel. Michelangelo painted the apple that Eve bit. This is real shit, so slide with me like the serpent in the garden. Beg your pardon, I watch how the human heart hardens. I drop the bargains, dollar in the dream. Still tote max strapped with infrared beams. Real as it seems, most niggas is fake. And them niggas that you talking to could be the fucking Jake. So
these fools wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large. Wanna step foot in my yard. These fools wanna fall like they hard. They wanna take mines and get large.